Hey, we are here with Crow Inquisitors. This is episode 70 something. I don't quite remember.
74.
I honestly think it
might
might
actually
be.
be.
It's
Yeah.
it's either that or 75.
Yeah.
I'll check real quick. We are in the mid 70s, I believe. It is 76.
Oh, okay.
Episode 76 of Crow
When
Inquisitors.
I pulled up the Roll20 map, I thought the actor for Christian Bale was actually James Roday from Psych, and I was like, "What is Sean
Who's
Spencer
Christian
doing?"
Bale?
As in like who is
Which
Christian
character?
Bale playing? Or I don't know.
That's Averio. That's the Holy Knight friend of Dellon's.
Sweet, you're friends with Christian Bale? Nice.
You should introduce us sometime.
He's in the middle. He's kind of far away right now.
Yeah, that's part of the reason that Dellon and Alfons jumped into the center is because they were like, "Oh, that guy's in trouble. We gotta go help him. He's about to be executed." So, anyway, let's do beliefs and instincts real quick. You guys are fighting Faustus. We're doing it. We're doing a big.
We're there.
fight
We're
here.
there.
Finally, after 3 seasons, this is.
Oh yeah. Well, if I die, I could just
finally
come back.
after 3 seasons, the showdown we've all been waiting for. Faustus versus the Crow Inquisitors. That's what the episode is.
Takes one shot, kills us. Game over.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is Bring Wheel, so all of the stuff we've set up here is gonna go bad when somebody gets one tapped, and they're like, "All right, well."
One
Actually,
note. I did. Yeah.
No, what I had to say is not.
I pray for super armor.
So I went through the range and cover, fight, weapon, armor rules, and made a bunch of very quick reference notes for all the important sections that I think are going to be relevant today, so I can easily find the rule that we're looking for. One of the things that I noticed is that there's an optional rule in the actions section. Let's see if I can find my note on it. An optional rule that they suggested if you wanted to make your game less gritty and a little bit more dramatic, that if you were about to be hit, and you would let's say you scripted a strike and they did a great strike on you or whatever, and you were like, you know what, instead of actually getting my strike off, I would much rather just go, oh crap, and just try to dodge out of the way at the last second. There's an alternate rule that suggests that you could do this and forfeit your current action to either an avoid or a block. Would we like to play with this rule? The main thing that we'll do, it will probably make any fights go longer, but it will make it less insta-kill. Like, you get hit the one time and then you're instant dead. There are people with armor who will already make it long, but there are other people without armor who will... Right? Just curious if that was something you wanted to play with. Crow Inquisitors is a pretty gritty game, so I'm inclined to just keep it at the normal. Where if you forfeit an action, you just forfeit it entirely, and you do the next thing.
Here's how I see it. If this is the last thing we're doing, we can be as gritty as possible. If you've got quite a few bits to go, and we're all mortally injured going into that next thing, it just won't be fun.
Well, so keep in mind, you all have Artha that can prevent any actual deaths.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
that's just.
I totally want to set at this point this round, don't I?
Yeah. So I was gonna say this is honestly gonna be the conflict to soak all your Artha up in. There's gonna be so many rolls, and you might as well just spend fate on everything, right? Just pile it all in, especially Alfons, for example. Alfons has 46 fate still, so he really you got to spend it here. Just
there's only so much fate that you can spend, though. It's
you can at least spend
if you have more than 10, it's actually kind of hard to spend.
Well, that's the thing with
I automatically re-roll, so it's
right. That's one of the reasons that the conflict subsystems exist, is to soak up extra Artha, because there's a bunch of rolls. Whereas in a normal situation, there would only be one to abstract the whole thing. But now it's we could make a roll for speed, and then a roll for the hit, and then a roll for your armor, right? Just spend fate on everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So a question. So do you want more gritty or more dramatic?
More gritty.
More dramatic.
We got to vote for gritty. We've got to vote for dramatic.
How about
David,
a little bit gritty and a little bit dramatic?
Okay, vote for nothing. David, you're the deciding vote.
I don't know. My gut instinct is to not change things. Just especially because like armor already makes it take forever, and I think if everyone's armored, we will never finish.
Well, Theo,
I still don't understand even the base.
Yeah.
So.
Me too.
That makes sense to me. We'll keep it as it is. So basically, the way it works is if you do want to change your actions that are already scripted in a fight, you then have to forfeit your current action, do nothing, and then you can change your next action. So it's like your reaction time is slow because that's how it would be in an actual fight, right? You're trying to change what you're doing. You're in the middle of a strike, and you just kind of have to like fumble, and then they get to hit you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just to clarify, John Abruzzi is the demon actor, right?
Yes, I put him there so that we know he's a character that can do things, not because he's actually physically there. Yeah, so I have this little gladiator map. This is not really to scale, but it is to reference, right? We can kind of reference where people are. Okay, let's do beliefs and instincts real quick and tweak things as necessary to make sure you're getting your Eartha today.
Real quick, these are all the Jedi of the past, right?
Right. Well, you have the shades in the audience, so yeah, we are kind of like doing end of Rise of Skywalker.
I am all the demon hunters.
Where
have all the good men gone?
Yes.
That would be that actually should be like the song of this scene.
Yeah, it's literally a line of "Where are all the gods," which is perfect.
It's obviously H.E.S. singing this.
Yeah,
right.
You got the mic.
But he's just laying on a piano somewhere. Like,
exactly. No, it's like in the middle of the whole thing, but like no one's like even notices her. Like no one even acknowledges her.
All right, Connor, beliefs. Your beliefs still looking good, or do you want to change them?
I just changed them, so they're good.
All right, go ahead and read them off then.
This world is more than blood and gold. I will use the intellectual discipline to clear the obstacles on my path, despite the risks. The world will not end, not on my watch. We will defeat Faustus. I am a demon hunter, but my friends come first. I will make sure all of my friends stay alive as we fight Faustus.
All right, if any of them dies, you failed.
Exactly. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to die just at that point. You.
At that point, yeah, we did kind of fail.
Yeah. Instincts?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Always deciphering auras, always offer forgiveness to those who repent, always be on the hunt for demons.
If we start the session, Faustus just says, I repent. I give up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
And traits real quick.
That's a deeds point right there.
Yeah.
Just kill him.
Yeah, it might be. Go ahead and read through your traits. That some of these might be relevant, right? For roles in this game.
Okay. Dreadful, driven, aura of determination, resigned to death, gifted, ear for voices, iron will, celestial sight, tenacious, feared, affinity for demons, aura of martyrdom, spirit walker. Woo!
Oh yeah, aura of martyrdom. What do you have to do with that again? Persona points. You earn a persona for personal goals when taking step in the game to martyr your character. We got to remember that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we have dreadful, right, as a call on for intimidation. That might be relevant today. I think you get
I think
feared
that was
gives
the
you a
first
plus
thing I was
one.
gonna do.
Okay, yeah. Feared is a good it gives you a +1 die to intimidation as well. Keep that in mind. You have brawling, driven, or of determination as a reminder, that's especially useful for like steel tests of like the group that has to make stuff like that. And then resigned to death for yourself as a call on for steel.
And we decided for steel, we're changing it so that it's going to be one thing that everybody's doing, not everybody.
Well, they changed the description of the die trait in the revision that they made on
Cantarius' character less OP.
Well, it was a very vague description before. It's much more helpful now.
Yeah, it was not useful enough.
Either a test in which many are helping this character, or a test taken by the group individually against the same source. So if Cantarius is doing something and everyone else is helping him, or even some people, you can make the test
or
again.
If we're all making attack roll against Faustus.
Except I would say if you're all somebody, usually just help, and then there's just it's really just a reroll. But
I would say if you have managed to get to a situation where you're a 4-on-1 against Faustus, then certainly you can do this as a call on for all of your attacks. All I have to do is
intimidate the entire room.
Yeah. But again, if we do get to 4-on-1 Faustus, it'll literally just be whoever's rolling +3.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, no, we could do it because there's different ways you can do it. Yeah, in fight, in fight, there's like a bunch of bonuses and penalties that get added to like the characters, and so yeah, you could all do script separate actions. He could script avoid against all of you, but if he was going to do a strike, he had to choose one of you particularly. So he could just try to just dodge forever as 4 different attacks hit him, but that's about it. It
just turns into Dark Souls. He's just rolling.
He's just chain rolling.
Yeah, you guys are all the bosses, and he's just strafing constantly. All right, Dellon, what are your bits?
We must keep the artifacts from converging until the proper time, or it's game over, man. I will ensure that Alfons' orb remains in his chest for his sake and everyone else's.
Yep. That's relevant. It's likely that you guys probably know, it's likely that their main goal is going to be get Alfons, right? Because they win if they get Alfons. So,
why is he even here then?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why do we bring him? This is kind of risky.
Because he's Alfons.
Yeah, he just has to teleport if he gets back. It's fine. My father has betrayed his family again, but I will keep them safe. To get to Ipana and Luca, I must reach the demon that has claimed them. I don't really have a actionable part for the mountain looms before it's ever larger, so I'm just going to leave that. On my blade of my life, I shall hold the enemies of God at bay. The greatest of these is Faustus and his master. I will expel this demon from its host one way or another.
It does seem like belief 4 is about the demon, so you could make belief 3 about Faustus, like defeating Faustus.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of what I meant. I figured that expelling the demon required killing Faustus.
Yeah, one way or another. Yeah.
I thought the two, but they're kind of.
You could make belief 3's goal just be about like defeating the enemies in your path, right, to get to Faustus. There's other enemies here.
Well, I think that was the one above it where it said I must reach the demon that has claimed them. I still have that, which means I think I didn't get it last time because I didn't reach him. Or if I didn't get it, then I'll just keep it and it'll be the same.
I would say let's change that actually. Now that I'm looking at it, you've reached them. Now I would do this. I would keep belief 1 the same. Change belief 2 to be get to Ipana and Luca, right? Like find them here, and make belief 3 about killing the random enemies besides Faustus. However you want to word that.
So I've got my father has betrayed his family again, but I'll keep them safe. To get to Ipana and Luca, I must find them in this chaos. And the third one is the mountain before slims ever larger. I will carve a path to its heart.
Perfect. Instincts?
Never go unarmed under any circumstances. Do whatever it takes to win when something more important than myself is at stake. Never leave a word against the holy God unchallenged.
Cool. And then your long list of traits?
Traits. Do you want me to read them?
I'm not necessarily. I'll look and see if there's fearless is something we got to keep in mind for reducing hesitation. Commanding aura, if you happen to steel test, yep. You can help people with your steel. Yeah. Deadly precision obviously is something we pretty much remember. And then nimble obviously for your sword. Yep. Keep those in mind. All right, Alfons.
My family will always come first. Now that the city is in chaos, I will ensure my son is safe.
Mm-hmm.
We must finish this fight so that Lucerta can finally be at peace. The next step is to defeat Faustus.
Yep.
If I lose the orb, it's game over, man. I'll ensure the artifact is used correctly in the ritual to save the world.
Cool.
I think Jared's secondary goal with all of his beliefs is to make each and every one make the room laugh.
Annoy Caleb.
It's more like to annoy Caleb.
Yeah. Faustus.
Instincts.
Always find a reason to use my powers. Always try to surpass Dellon. Always do what I can to protect family and friends. And then my laundry list of traits.
Yes, in which we obviously remember Aura Magic if you do anything magical. You got Lucky. It's probably not going to come up with the like guess random things, but you can use it as a call on for any ability once per adventure, and you can buy off one failed roll to save the character's life once by losing the trait. So that might be relevant. Fleet of Foot for speed is going to be relevant. They're going to make lots of speed tests today. And then Genius for the spatial discipline, maybe, right? If you get a chance to use that.
Mhm.
Everything else looks fine. All right, Theo.
Try to change some of the wording of these, but if you have any thoughts.
Yep, sure.
I said transcendency to the power of sainthood to protect those I love and bring justice and glory to the one true God. Strengthen and exercise my faith.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same.
These are the same thing, but I didn't know what to add. I was just tired of saying the same thing.
Yeah. I will. It's probably I will transcend to the power of sainthood to protect those I love and bring justice, and glory to the. Bring the justice and glory of the one true God, I think is. And then I will strengthen and exercise my faith. I'm just adding proper grammar, but that's it.
Yeah. By my God, my country, and my friends, I will gauge and defeat Faustus and secure the keys, defeating any obstacles in my path. Oh, wait, I changed the third one to actually say, basically say. I was going to add, kill him or banish him to hell forever.
Yeah. So that destiny to save the world or die
add
trying.
That to the second one.
I will not sacrifice those I love to save the world. Yeah, I will stop Faustus from collecting all the keys. Yeah, there you go. That's the important bit about saving your friends, because if that doesn't happen, they did. Everyone did.
Then we don't get to play, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, true. Instincts?
If willing power will enact God's justice, I'll take it eagerly. Always trust my friends and never heed danger.
Cool. And you got lots of traits that are going to be relevant. Life is death, glory hound. Remember that both you and Dellon, you can pray during fights for free. Also in range and cover, you can pray as well, but you need to get an action as a character. I'll explain how that works in a second here, but you will have chances to pray as well during range and cover.
So as soon as I spend this last deeds point, do I shade shift?
Do you have 3 deeds already?
Oh wait, no, I forgot. I was going to gain one. Yeah,
you need to gain one more before the end of the game. Yeah.
Okay, so this is just
remember fearless. Aura of holiness might be relevant. Characters with the lawbreaker, dreaded, spirit nature, or aura of malevolence trait must immediately take a steel test when entering the holy character's presence. So once you get to Faustus / Targoth, right? If you get in his presence, he will have to make a steel test immediately because of your holiness.
Mm-hmm.
You also add your character's will exponent to the hesitation obstacle. And then I think that's and then steel, show no fear for your steel call on, and then clairvoyant as a reminder. Call on for 1 skill of the player's choice per session. So once for free, you can just make any random skill call on as you see the future. Okay, cool. So let's do a fight. So let's do a range and cover and whatnot, shall we? You guys are here in the gladiatorial arena and in the colosseum. Couple of things to note about this range and cover. It is raining lightly. We'll say that at some point when you walked into the gladiator match, it starts raining slightly to be more dramatic, This will give everyone +1 ob to closing and or withdrawing maneuvers, except for sneaking. It is also dark because it's nighttime and the darkest hour. So you also get everyone gets a +2 ob to shoot and a +2 ob to closing and withdrawing maneuvers except sneak. So every time you do something, it's dark. It's though I guess wait a second. There's fire here. Maybe that's not the case.
I'm a little surprised that rain doesn't impact accuracy for
heavy
attacks.
rain does.
Oh, sure, that makes.
I have light rain.
That makes sense.
Real quick, I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to change because I realized they wouldn't necessarily have it be ridiculously dark because there's they'd have to light things for themselves at least. They're not just sitting here in the dark.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So I'll find whatever the lower version of that is. A couple other things to keep in mind. We have barricades in the sand in various places here. Again, it doesn't matter for exact positioning because we're not doing the D&D fight, but it's not meant to be barricades, but wait, whoa, where'd everybody go? There we go. But you can use it as cover against shots, David and Jared, as you're moving in the center here. So if Faustus is shooting at you, you'll get some cover there. Okay. There are also walls up here. So, like for example, if Cantarius or Theo wanted to take shelter behind this like wall here of the stand against an attack, you'd get they'd get penalties to shoot you. And then as a reminder, Theo, your shield, the main purpose of your shield in this range and cover is to make ranged attacks harder to hit you. They get +1 ob against you as well because you have a shield. So what was I doing? I was finding this info because I think it still is dark, but it's not super dark. So let's see what.
So I mean, we're getting close on ob, but in most of these cases, aren't we doing opposed rolls for stuff? So that just is guaranteed successes for the opponent. Is that how that works?
No. So the way that this will work is for most of the actual ranged attacks. It's just against static ob based on the bunch of modifiers.
Okay.
The main versus test we're going to be doing in range and cover is the maneuvering between the two parties, is how close you are getting to each other and how much the other party is able to stay away or close or whatever they want to do. And then the amount of successes you get on that test, like over their obstacle, their successes, will allow you to do actions such as pray, get a prayer off, take a shot, cast magic.
Okay.
That's basically how it works. Okay, real quick, I'm just gonna double check the battlefield stuff here. No.
How difficult would a prayer that allows me to see the future, like the immediate future?
That sounds like ob 5.
Okay, I was trying to think of something that I could pray that would be like difficult. I mean, I do have a -3 ob, so
yes, that's something we need to keep in mind here. Okay, so it's going to be moonlit darkness plus 1 ob to shoot, +2 ob to closing and withdrawing maneuvers. So anyone who's doing closing and withdrawing in this light is going to get additional ob penalties. It's going to be harder to maneuver. But in terms of so Theo, you're asking.
I basically need 2 more difficult, and so if I could like do that,
yeah.
And I'm trying to think of what I would do, and it's kind of like a Doctor Strange thing where he's like, I have to know how we win, and then he sees the future, and he's like, there's only one way.
Yeah, sure. So it is the middle of the night, still in the darkest hour. This is going to give +3 ob to all god-powered magic and faith. So for you, you have believer, so this would be 1 less for you. So I think it's base ob 4, and then it would be +3. So I do think the ob 5, know the immediate future, is going to be difficult for you. I thought
he had a bigger ob for draining all the god magic into the sword.
It was an extra -1, so I already had -2.
I think what ended up happening is Theo made it darker for everyone. Like the main penalty just increased in general, I think, is what happened.
Remember hearing that. Okay.
Well, even if it wasn't what we did before, I think that's what we're going to do
at a major cost.
Yeah, exactly. Like you sucked up all the god energy that remained, and there's none left, basically, right? Okay. Before the hour of reckoning or whatever it is.
Does like an ob like that affect the difficulty or no?
It does. Yeah.
It does. Okay. So
yeah, that's why it's a good thing for you. But if you want difficult tests, doing that base ob 4, minor miracle, +3 is going to make it an ob 7, which is a difficult test for your faith. Okay. So that's a good call. Definitely a good thing to try. So +3 ob to all god-powered magic and faith. So that means, Dellon, Theo, Alfons, all of your magic plus your guys' faith is going to be a +3 ob for anything you try for that stuff. In addition, and this is what I've decided to add to this last finale. In addition, anyone who has demon-powered magic or faith is going to get +3 dice. So this is Faustus, Joven, Targoth, but also Cantarius.
Cantarius, yeah.
Yep. So Cantarius is going to get +3 dice to any magic. Though. Yeah, exactly. Once the darkest hour ends, and the day of reckoning arrives, that will switch, right? All of you guys will get +3 dice, and anyone with demon stuff will get +3 op. So that'll switch there. A couple of things to remember. We wanted to start with a quick reference to Dellon. You got your magic gray shade sword. When that happened, when Adam made his faith test to get that sword for you, to gray shade your sword, what actually happened is the gods showed up and handed you your sword, magically reforged like the shards of Narsil, except as a god-killing weapon, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily need to see that in an actual scene, but that did happen in the book version. We would have saw a whole thing of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we realized off screen, this is the only time that would come up. Well, that's what would have happened.
A second sword.
The other thing I was wondering before we actually start the ranging cover proper is, what are you guys doing with Tiddlywinks again? Were you guys going to have him try to steal the keys? What was going to happen there?
I think so.
He was going to go look for
Alfons.
right?
He's going to try to
find Luca.
Keys to free Luca or whatever.
Yeah, so there's two different things he could try. He could try to just go find Luca and let you guys know where he is specifically, or he could try to find the keys and steal one of them. Because the main thing, it would be fun to have a moment where Alfons, your orb gets taken from your chest or something, and they put the keys together, but they're missing one because Tiddlywink stole it, right? That would be hilarious. Up to you how you want to use them, though.
That would just be more helpful if he just steals the what isn't one of them a small amulet or whatever?
One of them is a ring. So yeah.
Yeah. He'll find that.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. We can probably have that going on in the background, and when it becomes immediately relevant, we'll do a roll for whether or not he was managed to steal one. Right? And we'll do it that way. Okay, range and cover. I think all of the other, that's the main ob and die advantage stuff you got to keep in mind during this. Okay, everyone starts out in this range and cover at a certain range. Right now, Faustus is the one who has the longest range weapon. His great bow is super long range. Magic counts as a hunting bow, Destroy with Sorcerer's Fire counts as a hunting bow, which has less range, which means that Alfons, because you're kind of facing off against Faustus, you're heading towards Faustus. You are in extreme range, so you can still try to shoot him with magic if you would like, but it will be at a higher ob penalty. Faustus has a better range on you than you do on him. And we're counting Dellon and Alfons will have as a team for this range and cover. Alfons is the one with the actual range weapon, so he's the one we're paying attention to for purposes of range. But technically what can happen is, Alfons would make the maneuver roll, and then technically either of you can make the maneuver roll. But what range you get set in is going to determine how easy Alfons's shot is with magic if he decides to do such a thing. And then if you get any extra successes, then Dellon could also do something such as shoot off a prayer or another action that makes sense, even though he's away from Faustus and doesn't have a ranged weapon. Vario / the Holy Knights don't have any. So there are some Holy Knights over here who are none of them have weapons. There's some priests over here. Again, none of them have weapons. All of these guys are out of range. I'm gonna put these guys here actually. They're all out of range. They don't have weapons. They can't really do anything. They have to close if they want to accomplish anything. And even in that case, they need a weapon to actually do anything effectively. So they'll likely just try to withdraw and move away before they get killed. But they're tightly on the map too. We have the Shades as well. They're in extreme range. I don't know if they have anything. Actually, they're probably out of range because I don't think they have any ranged weapons. They're likely going to descend upon you. I don't plan on doing a fight with any of them, but we might do a bloody versus or two if they close on you and Dellon has to cleave through them all. Lastly, we have Cantarius and Theo. You guys are at extreme range. So you're a little bit farther than you should be to do effective magic. or ranged weapons against this sorcerer over here who is attacking Cantarius right now. So what you'll want to do in range and cover is probably get closer. This guy is also in extreme range, so he'll likely want to get closer too. The trick with range and cover, though, is you might get too close. You might try to get close to each other and then end up being too close and you have to just fight them. Depends on what you want to do. And that's all that matters right now. The objectives of this range and cover are going to be obviously probably kill Faustus, get to the keys, maybe save Luca and company, and save the innocents in the gladiatorial arena before they get ripped to shreds by shades. The way that range and cover typically works is it's a subsystem like the others. You do a volley of 3, right? You have 3 different volleys with 3 different actions. There's no extra actions you get here. It's like Duel of Wits. It's always 3. Any character can make the maneuver test in the teams. So the teams for you guys is David and Jared are in one team, Connor and Adam are in another team. You guys are going to act as one unit, basically. And any character can make the test. One character may help. It works out nicely. If all of you were in one team, only one character would be able to help the maneuver a guy. The other characters could do actions though. If you get the extra successes, you need to do actions. There's like fun extra things you get to do if you do your range and cover well. And mostly range and cover, the actual roles you're doing are just maneuvering like how far you are away from each other. So like if you guys want to close into melee, you'd have to like try to click close into melee. You could try to like sneak. You could try to charge. There's a bunch of different options. Most of them should be intuitive and make sense. You can just say like, I would like to charge them, and there's a maneuver for that. Or I would like to sneak around, and okay, there's a maneuver for that. And then we would roll the relevant thing. There'd be a versus test between the people you're trying to maneuver against, and then whoever wins that gets to do their maneuver. And if you get any extra successes, then like a character would do an extra action, such as David shooting after prayer or something like that. In addition, or like, take a shot. Alfons can take a shot with an extra action.
Shooting off a prayer.
Yeah, exactly. All of you have the same stride, so that won't matter for this. Yeah, I think we just set up maneuvers and roll. It shouldn't be. It's really not that complicated. Let me find.
Don't gaslight us, GM.
I thought range and cover was going to be the most complicated. It's definitely fight. Fight is way more complicated than range and cover.
Yeah, I think it's the middle one.
Yeah, I think Duel of Wits is the easiest. Range and cover is slightly harder, and fight is definitely more complicated.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, it works like normal. You set out your 3 actions secretly. So if you would like to take a look at the handout, range and cover. Handout 1 will probably be fine. There you go. Take a look at that. Glance over those different options there. And you can ask me questions about it. And basically decide, like, for you, Dellon and Alfons, you're mainly maneuvering against Faustus, but it does seem like the shades will probably come into the arena as well and try to get close to you. So, just depends on how you want to handle that, like what your priority is. And then for you, Theo and Cantarius, you guys are going to, I assume, want to either hold your position or like close on the sorcerer. But yeah, I
think we're moving around the edge while they move basically the other direction. So he's got to focus on both of us. You're gonna like kind of try and flank him. Yeah,
so you're gonna like slowly make your way around. Go ahead and look at that handout and see if there's one that makes sense to you that you would do. And you're going to choose 3. Like, what are your 3 next things you're going to do as you try to maneuver here? And then I'll make it for that.
Theo and I choose them together, or we choose them separately.
I think you can choose them together. It doesn't really matter. You're all doing them as one unit. But yeah, it's up to both of you.
Does this have to be secret, or
you're doing 3 in a row, like a normal like Duel of Wits sort of situation?
And how does helping work then?
So one of you would make the roll and the other would help. It usually is clear in range and cover handout there what skill you have to roll. You might have to squint to see it, but and if you can in the compendium search range and cover as well, and it'll bring up this same section.
I guess I'll wait till it's our turn. Sorry.
So each group is making one volley.
You're doing 1 exchange, which is 3 volleys, 3 actions, 3 maneuvers.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Like dual wits or whatever. Yeah.
So Connor and Adam are 1, and David and I.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you have to worry about.
Gotcha.
So again, we're learning this one, so we can just talk about it out loud too, and you can just ask questions. We can figure out what you want to do.
David, what's your speed?
It's garbage, but if we do charge, you can use steel, which I think mine is 8. But the problem is oh no, I lied. It's 9. The problem is that it says, and this is what I was going to ask about, but it says your opponent always gets a shot at you when you perform these maneuvers. Charge is one of those, but then on the side here it says each character may only shoot once per volley. So
I think you get a free shot.
Yeah, but then that's more than 1 shot per volley.
Yeah, maybe that's just the 1 shot he gets then, I guess.
So you can choose to make you can always see it said they can always choose to shoot at you, even if they don't get a success. I assume the point is that they don't need to earn successes to shoot at you. But my question
I think that's the idea.
Is it actually free or does it take your shot? I don't know.
I think it does take your shot. I'll check real quick, but I'm pretty sure what it means basically is you it doesn't matter. You could fail the test. They could charge successfully and you still get a free shot, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I think that's pretty much our only option, especially because I think we're both wearing armor, which I'm quite certain impacts your speed.
Oh no. Okay, wait a second. If your opponent is successful, your opponent gets 1 free shot before you close in. If the charge has failed, your opponent gets 2 free shots plus whatever successes he spends on shooting. So it does seem like they are quite literally free.
So he just turns into a machine gun because you didn't run fast.
So as a reminder, the ranging cover is abstracted out to a longer amount of time. So it is.
Well, yeah, but if it says more about can take 1 shot per volley, it's implying something about shooting that then just immediately.
What it's implying is that it takes time to line up the shot and aim the shot in a way that actually makes sense and that you would actually want to take the shot with. Where a charge is like, they're coming at me. Okay, just keep shooting. They're coming straight at me. Right.
I think that's the idea. Okay. Well, so here's my other.
But you guys both have armor. If anyone's going to be charging, it's going to be you two.
Well, right. But let's say he's shooting at somebody else. Yep. Does that mean he's taking a shot, which would normally be like a whole action, and then also machine gunning at us just for fun? Like is that what I'm wondering? Like if we were his target, that would make sense to me. But he doesn't have to target us just because we're charging him, right?
So let's see, 2 teams versus 1 team. The single team rolls once for both. 2 teams must defeat all the single team successes. So what's happening is there are 2 teams that you're against right now. One is the Shades. One is one is Faustus. Probably what's happening is you're making whatever you're doing. You're doing a charge. You're doing it primarily against Faustus. But for the Shades to do anything, they have to get higher than your successes. So basically, if I don't think Faustus is going to care about anyone else but you. I don't think he's engaged with Theo and Cantarius at all. So I don't think we have to worry about that part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, just go ahead and choose whatever you think makes sense for your 3 actions, and I'll figure out what they're doing.
So, Adam, my plan initially was to either intimidate the room or just go for a full-on attack with or like mental attack against Faustus. I don't know what you were saying. More like you wanted to sneak around the.
Well, not sneak, but
side.
Just kind of like flank him. But I mean, we could also charge. I mean, I had the same.
Do you have the tactics skill?
I don't think so, actually.
Is that was
maybe
what flank would be? I guess.
Maybe I do have tactics, actually. Yeah, I do. It's not very high. It's only a 3, though.
Which feels correct, but also like.
Mine's more like brute force than anything.
Like flanking is also just like a state of being. Like if we're behind him, we are flanking him regardless. So that feels kind of weird, but I guess the map part is.
Well, a flank I think means like move around to flank them. Right.
Oh, sure.
It's the act of flanking them.
Position to flank them.
Yeah. It's weird because it's a noun and a verb.
You found the sheet for the range and cover.
Sorry, I think
I don't see like any attacks.
Yeah,
so
you spend successes on these actions to take shots.
Oh, that okay. I missed a lot of the explanation. Aiming
on the right there, it says spending successes, taking a shot is one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing: is if we do charge, I also have a high steel, but I'd also have aura of holiness, and it might affect the shades.
Yeah, it does. Part of this depends on whether or not you want to get close to him or not, or and melee him, or whether or not you do a magic fight.
Weapon?
I don't, but I was thinking about
why are we in the same squad?
I was thinking.
He's protecting you with a shield.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He's protecting you with a shield, and he's doing prayers for you and stuff.
What's your speed, Theo? Is that high?
It's like 5, I think.
It's not
That's not particularly high, but I think it's higher than yours. I think.
6 is the highest you can start with a character creation. 10 is the highest you can go at all. 4 is like 3 or 4 is like a regular person, I think, generally.
I have 5, yeah. My stride is 7.
I was about to say I don't know how much I have, but then I realized I could just check. I also have 5. And then for perception, I have 6. I'm trying to look at what we're actually good at. So I'd be good at holding position.
I'd be good at charging.
Yeah, we both be good at charging. Everybody's good at charging.
Interestingly,
but I particularly have like steel. I mean, I have like a call on for steel and stuff. So,
yeah. But again, if you do charge, they get to shoot at you for free.
Yep.
And if you do hold, you get to shoot at them for free. And he also
we don't have a ranged weapon though.
Well, Cantarius does.
I do.
Yeah, Cantarius has magic
bonus,
okay. And that's what I think is going to happen here. If you want to do range stuff with the two of you, Cantarius is shooting him with magic while you do like support, Theo.
And also the guy has to get closer to you to be in ideal range. So if you hold and he moves, you get to shoot him for free.
I was also thinking, if I can throw something, is it considered a ranged weapon?
Yeah, but I think it uses a different skill.
What?
Yeah, it uses the skill throwing.
Throwing is its own skill. Yeah.
No. I know, but if I
counts as a range.
If I could pray to have my my trident like have loyalty on it, or it just comes back.
Yeah, you could attempt doing something like that with a prayer, and
would it be a major miracle? Because I mean, come on, it's just like coming back to me.
But you'd be rolling untrained. That's not a miracle. Yeah,
I know.
You'd be rolling untrained, so it probably wouldn't even help.
You could do a major miracle to basically make it like where you do it, and it also. Like you just magically gain the throwing skill for the purpose.
Yeah, that's an enchantment thing, right? It gives you skill.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Interesting. Can I enchant with faith?
We basically did it with the gray shading Dellon sword.
Oh, I suppose.
I was reading the other actions, and when it says say prayer, sing song, I read that as wing wong. And I was like, what the heck?
What?
Oh boy.
The S's look like W's.
Wing wong.
Those are Ching Chong's brothers.
Like Doom. Yeah.
So once you guys have your stuff written down, let me know so I can add it to my list of stuff here, so I can keep.
Well, the obby for that a normal.
I'd say a major miracle, right? With +3.
Wing
so
Wong
for you,
is officially
it'd be
the name of the restaurant owner.
13.
The Chinese food restaurant owner.
Minor miracle. I'm not shading it. I'm just adding like skill.
You're like quite literally making it magically return to you and allowing yourself to be good at doing so.
It's 2 different enchantments.
Allowing me to throw it. It'd only be like a 3, right? Even if it came as like a full.
What I would probably do is just have you can use trident for throwing.
Okay, that's fair.
We would roll as 1, right? So our range and cover, we are.
So what's happening is one of you is making the maneuver test based on those obs there.
But then
the other person can help.
Successes.
And then both of you, if you get extra successes above theirs, you can spend those successes to do things beyond maneuvering, such as like shooting, praying.
But I could, so like, let's say my intellect, I don't know if this is true, but let's say my intellectual discipline skill is much higher than his like trident throwing skill.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Shouldn't I just use all of the success points, or is there like a limit
to how
many I can do?
You can only shoot once per volley.
Once per volley by normal.
So if you had 2 successes,
I see.
You could spend one
to shoot once per volley. Okay.
Yeah, but only if you had 2 successes, I assume. I don't think taking the shoot action lets you both shoot, right?
No,
Like,
one
you spend
person
one
shoots
success
for 1
to
success.
shoot once. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
So if you got 2 successes over him, you could both shoot, but you can't one person shoot twice.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so
Oh.
this is
There are ways you can get free shots, such as someone charging at you. But
Yeah, like I said, if you take hold, you always get to shoot. And I don't know if that's the same kind of always you get to shoot as they get to shoot you, but it's worded similarly.
But the default
So, I
is
don't know.
one shot per volley.
Right.
Dellon,
Theo,
Alfons,
what's your
Theo.
what's your
What are you guys
thoughts?
doing?
So like charge obviously would be the best at.
Yep.
Flank would
But-
be the worst at.
Charging would mean you
Hold
close
position
on them
we'd be
and do
good at.
melee instead of doing
And
stuff from a
If you
distance.
have a ranged weapon, we can do hold position.
if you hold, you get free shots, even if you fail.
As a reminder, hold right
free
now
shot.
is extreme range, which is harder to shoot. You're farther away than you would want to be for like an optimal shooting range with your magic.
Yeah, but
Right,
that's
but
just
so is your
Faustus.
opponent. Well, Faustus is shooting at us, I guess. But
Yeah.
you're fighting this wizard guy. He's also.
But if I'm going to do a prayer,
Oh, this wizard guy.
then we should probably just hold position
Yeah.
once and just see what happens after that.
Yeah, that's who you're fighting, Cantarius, by the way.
Yeah, presumably he's going to try and close on you, which means you just get free shots as he tried to get in because he also needs the same range as you. Or he'll have to shoot at extreme range also, and you'll just both miss each other. But either way, it's not really that bad for you.
And then why can't we talked about this a little bit about this before, but why can't Alfons just teleport to Faustus?
There was like an aura in the
yeah, there's like a darkness sludge.
I GM fiated it, so it doesn't work. I think in theory you could try, but I feel like it's so much less interesting.
And they would have made it. They would have made sure they. I mean, they have
Yeah.
demon magic. They would have been
I'm
like,
pretty
let's
sure-
specifically make it so you can't do that.
Why don't we just do this where he can use his teleporting skill instead of speed or whatever to maneuver? Like he can teleport, just not as far.
That's
or
fine with
whatever.
me. That's
Then it's
totally
not
fine.
useless, but it's also not like
You will get the
That's
+3
really
ob
different.
to do so
right,
because of
it's
the
magic, so it's probably not
darkness
worth
stuff.
it anyways.
Yeah, but that makes sense to me. You just have to do the maneuvers as is listed here.
And we are considering these shades as a singular entity that we have to kill.
Yeah, the
Right, like all
shades,
these shades.
are. It does seem like the shades are like all descending on, like the middle of the. They're not paying attention to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess in which case, Theo, maybe it would be best to try and close in on this guy.
What does the shield allow when somebody's firing at me? Just ob or
Maybe we just charge at him.
Actually, you might be right. You might be right that these shades might try to stop you. They are kind of in between you.
If
Yeah,
they're
they're
in
forwards.
between us and they're going to be an obstacle for us, I think we should just hold position until
Yeah.
we kill them.
yeah, sure.
That makes sense.
Because he's at extreme range too. So if we that's my thought.
Yeah.
And then if we want to charge him, I think charge is going to be better than close, but I don't know. We're just so much better at it.
So what will likely happen if
better.
they close on you, if the shades close on you, you'll do a quick bloody versus in one of those volleys, and then we'll go back out into the range and cover.
Okay. That's if they get to us before we
Yep.
volley them down.
Yep.
Well, that will be decided
Some,
before you get to hurt them, just to be clear.
It will.
Because you guys will maneuver and then you'll spend successes to hurt them. So if they win, then they'll close on you. Although if you pick hold, do it to shoot them anyways, but still.
right. That's what that was my thought, is we would just
Oh,
use hold
sure.
until
I
they're
see.
dead.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then we don't have to worry
But
about
I mean, I guess my point was if you use hold and get a free shot, but they succeed, they'll still close on you. It's just,
right.
yeah.
Now, close does not give free shots, right?
Doesn't seem like it.
Only, as far as I can tell, only, well, let me not, no.
Maybe we do.
Foot in my mouth. Hold on.
Because we both
Um,
have 5 speed, so that seems like it's also a viable option. Obviously,
Mhm.
steel is way better, but then we're not giving away free shots. But let's just see what he does after we kill the shades.
Yeah.
If he
So
gets
the
closer to us,
only-
then we can just range them down.
the only things that matter for that hold gives you a free shot, and charge and retreat give them a free shot. I believe that's the only. It's really small, but I believe those are the only free shots involved.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Caleb,
basically, if you're running directly at them or away from them, they get to shoot you. And if you take time to shoot the person charging you, you get to shoot them.
Yep.
Caleb, whenever we have these characters that like I don't remember at all, Jovan Evandris, I don't remember this guy at all. You should make like little YouTube videos that are like Pro Inquisitors from Jovan and Vandaris's point of view, and we just get like all the clips when just character is like a thing, and then it's like, and then you can like narrate in between, like, and then he spent a couple of years hanging out at, you know,
yeah, that actually would be...
he raised position. He went up further in the ranks of the order. And
I do have a whole little biography for this guy.
Oh, you do? You should make a little video. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that
for the
fun.
podcast version.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot who Evandris was.
It's like a history episode of and then he grew up in his early years. He grew up on a small farm.
Yeah,
that actually might be a fun thing to do for the next Burning World campaign we do. Whenever, like, just like as new characters get added, just have little bios for them and put them in a playlist for you guys. So whenever you're confused, you can just go find it.
Yeah, I stay in position.
Yeah. So what are your maneuvers?
Cards, right.
Yeah, don't worry about the cards for this one. I'm just writing them down on our little sheet here. So just go ahead and tell me what you're doing. I've already decided what they're doing, so I'm not going to change it at this point.
So, Adam, do you agree that we should hold position until these shades are dead, and then So I think that's all we needed to do, right? We just need to say hold. What's that?
So hold. Is that what you're planning on doing?
Oh, we get 3.
You get 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you guessing. So what's probably going to happen, right, is you hold, they charge you, you defeat them. What are you going to do next?
Okay. In which case we should either close or charge. Adam, what do you think?
If it probably the second one, maybe close and then charge.
We give them free shots.
Yeah, so maybe close and then charge.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with that.
That makes sense. Yeah, there's multiple range categories you need to...
We got him on the ropes, men! Charge!
Right. Reform the line! Reform the line!
Dellon, Alfons, what are you guys doing?
I mean, I assume we're just charging.
Charge.
Yeah, unless...
So to make it more clear, I think what will be happening here is each of you are against 2 teams that you can see. Cantarius and Theo. This group of shades is going to go towards you. Jovan is also engaged with you. For you guys, one group of shades is going for you, and Faustus is engaged with you. The other 2 groups of shades are going towards the priests and the holy knights. So they are also maneuvering against each other.
Okay. Sounds good.
And actually, we'll ignore this group.
How many dice would you get, Jared, if you could teleport for close? Like using your teleport skill instead of speed?
Oh, where'd they go?
I was going to suggest that if you hadn't thought of it yourself.
Well, the problem is that it's going to be a +3 ob because it's...
Which one are you going to try to do?
What?
If you were to do such a thing, which action would you try to do?
Oh, close, I assume. Right?
Because definitely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like
if you only lose 1 die, you just don't get free shots. That's huge.
Yeah, but no, it's the ob goes up by 3 because of magic stuff, and he doesn't get a free shot.
If he has like 2 more dice than in that, then you guys would with Steve.
Oh, right, yeah, that's my point. If he has a huge pool, it'll be worth it. Yeah.
9 with call on, I think.
Holy cow.
All right, well, I've got 9 for steel, and then you'd be working at a +3 ob. And I don't have a call on, though. Although I have, I don't know, I can't help myself with commanding aura, I suppose. What's your steel?
8.
Oh, okay, so if I help you,
I'd give you a +2.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that is how that works.
And also
I can't help you teleport. Yeah.
You could push me. That might help me get through the goop.
You could give him a prayer or something like that.
But all those things have other mechanics. Like I don't actually have anything I can help magic with. I don't think. Yeah. I mean, I guess I have magic, but I don't know. Usually those are all like
not normally. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I still feel like charge is probably our best bet. How do we decide who gets hit if he shoots at us?
There are different ways of deciding it. I think
You flip a coin.
I think you choose.
Call in the air.
Let me find it. Team members can volunteer to take a hit. Otherwise, the GM assigns hits.
Volunteers.
I have to volunteer to take every hit.
So basically, we'd be like, okay, this guy's shooting. Who's taking the hit? And if neither of you want to volunteer, then I just decide.
Yeah. All right. What do you think, Jared? Should we try the higher ob of teleporting closer, or should we try charging and taking shots?
If the difference of dice is just 3, which it sounds like it is, that might be worth.
Well, it's not 3 because, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it is.
It might be worth closing instead because.
Well, yeah, it's kind of shots. It's kind of like a difference of 6 because I'm pretty sure increased ob gives him automatic successes, and you kind of have to treat automatic success as 2 dice because for odds, at least in my own mind.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
but
I would suggest charging that.
But I guess the other problem is that when he shoots, he'll be using, probably like 10 gray dice, and he's probably at up like 4. And so he'll have 10 million successes to spend. And I don't know can you do VA on bows?
Yeah, bows have VA.
I mean, like, can you spend successes on piercing armor?
Oh,
I know you can with magic.
So.
Not
like that.
You can with bows. Okay.
They have a
I don't know.
VA.
But I mean, he has a giant bow. It probably has VA anyways.
Yeah, it does.
I think we should try closing without charging first, just to see how well it goes. Because if he earns success,
it does make sense that Jared, like Alfons, would probably try it first that way.
Yeah, and also, what's the opposed? So, well, his perception is what he'll be rolling probably to hold or maintain his speed either way. But
if that's what he's trying to do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's trying to run away, in which case it would be tactics. Oh yeah, let's just try that first. Do you want to just close a couple times and then charge?
Close, charge.
Sure. Unless, how many times do we have to close before we
So right now, because we're going off of Alphonse, you guys are in extreme range, so you do need to, if you want to go into melee with him, you have to do 2.
Okay, then we should do that. Basically, if we succeed twice, we're there, and if we don't, we should charge, and then we'll get there, hopefully.
That makes sense. Yep.
Does that make sense, Jared? Like that?
I'm going to say yeah.
Okay.
Who do we want to start with? Obviously, all of this is happening simultaneously, but which of you do we want to focus on first?
Do us first, because Dellon and Alphons might just die here.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so you guys are doing hold. You're planning on just like staying there and holding your ground and letting them come to you, basically. Joven is choosing to close. And the shades here are charging.
Joven dove in.
So we'll go ahead and make your roll first here with hold, and then both of them have to roll against whatever successes you get on hold. And I hate you so much, Connor.
That was gold.
Thanks, man. Okay, so we are hold it. Sorry.
So yeah, the way it works is you're doing hold versus
our perception would be. Oh, can I use magic? Can I use my magic perception skill for hold?
Test perception against close. Test observation against sneak. No, because it does have a point here. If you were going to do observation, like against a sneak in, flank, sneak out, or fall back, then I would be fine giving you sensory discipline. But I think it's just we'll just do perception. And it's against.
I don't think it'd actually make a difference. Actually, my perception, sensory discipline is the same.
Yeah, and there's no double obstacle penalty, I believe, for this. So, go ahead and test perception. Theo can help you with his perception.
What's your perception?
It is. Oh, I don't have it up. No. It is 6.
Okay, so we have the same perception then, so it doesn't matter. And then it would be a +1, right?
+1 for
Theo.
Yes. Just go ahead and set the ob as 1. You're setting the obstacle for them.
Okay, I'm trying to decide if I should put Persona into this right away.
Yeah, so we just see Theo grab his shield and stand in front of Cantarius, and Cantarius just starts to channel magic.
I'm gonna put
Does my base country have a different language?
I think you have a different dialect of the same language.
Oh man, I wanted to start speaking in a different language.
I mean, you probably have a different language. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
So just thematically, he just starts chanting things in a different language,
you're a weird priest guy. You start chanting the tongue of angels, my friend.
He's just amping himself up, and he's chanting commands, but to nobody.
I'm almost positive you have an 8 faith.
Yeah, and that's why if I get 2 more difficult tests, I have a 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I gotta make a roll, just a nice, simple, difficult roll.
With an 8 faith, I'm pretty sure the game tells us you have weird religious things happening to you, like speaking in tongues and.
I don't think I'm gonna put Persona into this one actually.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm taking a long time to decide what to do about this. Here we go.
You can't give Persona to somebody if you're helping them, right?
Okay, let me spend.
No, you can't give Persona.
Not that it would. But I was just wondering.
Well, you might as well wait until they roll, Connor.
Oh wait, are you rolling for perception or not?
What?
Is he rolling for perception?
Yep.
He just rolled. Yep. So he got 3 there. Yeah.
So this is our hold roll. And then we'll see what they do.
Joven,
so we don't get a success or anything from doing this?
You might get a test for it depending on their rolls. But both of them, the Shades and Joven, are rolling against you, so I had you guys roll first, so I know the opposite.
Isn't that a terrible roll? We had 3.
I mean, it wasn't a terrible roll, but yeah, it was certainly less than you could hope for.
Yeah, you should have gotten 4 or 5 and got 3.
No, because it's 7 dice. It's a 50.
Oh yeah, it's 7 dice. I don't know why I was thinking you had.
That is
you had 9.
A half point below average.
Yeah, so yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
If we had gotten a 4, that would have been above average.
Because it's a 4 or higher, right? Or is it higher than 4, 5, or 6?
Yeah, there's a 50-50 chance in each dice, so that's why you can generally expect to get half as many successes as you have dice theoretically.
Like the essential discipline roll up here that is the last roll from before. That's a crazy high roll.
Well, remind me again. What is the base white or not white?
Black
shade or whatever. Is that
that's 50-50?
Yeah.
So it's 4, 5, and 6.
4 plus. Yeah. Yep.
And then
gray is 3 plus and white is 2 plus. Yeah.
All right, Joven got 1 higher than you. You can tell that he's powered himself up in advance with magic. He's an old man, but he does seem like he's.
Joven says Joven is closing.
He's closing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's old. He's obviously an older dude, so he seems to move faster than he should. He's previously powered himself up with magic to help mitigate that. And then real quick, I'll roll for the Shades. They are charging.
Added together or something, or is it just separate rolls? Yeah,
separate rolls.
Separate rolls against your same obstacle. Yes.
Okay.
What is charge?
Wait, how did he? Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't see the +3 advantage die, and I was like, how did he get a 4 success off of a base 3 opponent? That's cheating. He cheated.
Wow, just getting lucky today, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, he could if he magically open-ended the skill or something, but
yeah.
That's true.
Actually, I meant that Joven was cheating because he powered himself up, therefore he changed the dice.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other extra.
Caleb, are you gonna roll for the Shades, or do you want me to?
Sorry. He gets a +1 ob to this because it's rain. Oh, he gets a wait. He gets a +3 ob to this. It's raining and dark.
Oh, that's right.
He's closing. He's closing.
Yeah,
you guys are fine. You guys are fine because you're holding your position.
Yeah.
So we did the holding position.
So he actually his ob is actually
maybe
6.
We should have done. I didn't realize that.
It's fine.
So he's failed.
He failed.
Okay.
I'll have him spend fate. But he will likely not succeed. He didn't get any sixes.
This is what we look. We're holding our position.
I'm on one
Trying to
of
close it on us.
I'm on an exercise ball.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited. Move in, man.
Come get me, Joven.
He missed. It's raining.
That's a routine test for perception, which means you don't get anything. I don't think either of you do.
Well, yeah, you got to roll for the shades first.
Yeah, I know.
This is pretty shady.
So if he had succeeded and it was a difficult roll, and the shades had succeeded and it was a difficult roll, would we get 2 difficult success?
No.
Tests?
They both did, yeah.
I'm pretty sure in conflicts you only get 1 success for stuff.
Oh.
Or 1 test. At least that's how it doesn't fight, I think. Like if you roll sword 12 times, you just get the... I don't know if you get to pick or if you get the highest. I assume you get to pick because in this game getting the highest doesn't mean the best, which is silly.
Interesting.
Oh, you know what? I might change something real quick. Just realized.
Is Joven not Doven in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Joven.
Okay, so their ob is 6 then. You know what? I don't think the shades get that penalty for either of them. They're literally magical shades. I don't think it matters if it's raining or dark. So they're not going to get this penalty. Okay.
Do I then not get those penalties because I can literally see?
Like, I don't think you do. Dark. Yeah, you're right.
Cool. Okay. There you go.
You see an auras anyway.
Well, the rain might, because the rain is a penalty for moving. That's a physical thing.
That's true. That's true.
So they probably both get that.
I'll give you the rain.
If they're charging, is there some sort of aura of holiness that activates?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they might have to make a skill test.
Presence.
Yeah.
Are they charging?
I don't.
They're charging. They have to make a skill test anyway. So.
Interesting.
Okay, so they shades are in bodies technically. I like to start with as we've described. Like these are people who have been magically like to have a demon soul tethered onto them, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they are getting an extra +1 for the rain, but I think their magical darkness seeing is fine. So it's an ob 4 for them. They're rolling steel to charge. So they met the obstacle. This means you guys tie, which does a different thing.
I'm gonna spend
fate. Yeah.
2 fate. I got 2 6s, 3 roll. Wow, what a terrible.
Hey, you still did it.
Every roll wants me to fail
against both of them. So
is that a difficult then test for us for the steel roll because it's 4 successes versus 4 then?
Right? No, you had 7 dice. It's against your dice. It's your dice pool versus their successes. So you didn't. They got 4. Really? They both got 4, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so hold. You
Even
succeed.
Those were advantages. Oh, that's right. The advantages now are there. Okay, sorry.
Yep. So you don't move. Your feet planted. You hold the ground. 3 special effects. First, your opponent always moves in with a close type maneuver or away with a withdraw type. So
didn't know that.
They do move closer because you're not moving, right? But you get a free shot because you won, and advantage dice from this position from your hold carry over into your next maneuver. As long as you don't move your position, I believe.
Why
do they get a free shot for winning?
Well, we did.
So the way it works, no matter what, you get a free shot because you're holding.
Yep.
Or you get to shoot.
Oh,
rather.
They're holding. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Cantarius and Theo, because you succeeded, that shot is free, which means you did get 1 extra success over them, Connor. Which means you can also do one other thing, which is shoot again or do a prayer.
But between the 2 of us, we both can only shoot once.
Except for the
shoot once.
So technically, because you got this free shot, Cantarius, you could do magic twice.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming, Theo, my magic roll is going to be much higher than you throwing your trident.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't fight. I would only pray.
Yeah, that's what he was planning on doing, is doing a prayer instead.
Well, maybe we should I just roll to see how much
Yeah, that's
damage I
fine.
do to these shades, and then we can decide if you want to pray or if I want to do intellectual discipline.
That makes sense.
Either way, Joven is moving in, right? So in which case, he's no longer at extreme range. He's at optimal
He's at close.
range.
He has at optimal range. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So he moves like here.
Optimal range is ob 2. Ob 2 to what exactly? Because it's out of range, cannot shoot.
That means
range,
that you have to get 2 successes to. That's what you have to get. That's how hard your shot is.
I just have to get 2 successes in order to shoot him.
It's an ob 2 to hit him. Yeah.
Yeah. Only, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't think there's any other.
So he doesn't have a defense roll?
No, it's a ranged attack.
No.
Which I don't think is a thing normally. I don't think you have a range. Normally, when you're trying to magic people, they're magicking back, and that's why I
should just attack Joven for sure. For sure. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I think I could just wipe him like right now.
Yeah, he's attempting to cast a spell too, but because he failed, he doesn't get his free shot.
So I've got 8 intellectual discipline. Let me look at. I don't think I can fork much into that.
Yeah, but it's you though. You roll.
That's true. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're right. But I get 3 bonus dice because it's dark magic.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
So I'm going 11 dice, and as long as I get a 2, what decides damage then? Just everything over a 2?
Well, it's the way that magic has its own calculation for damage, but you spend successes mostly to improve your damage. But also just keep in mind that there's an increased ob for shooting from the dark. But you don't get that.
Then I don't get that.
Nice. No. Okay. Remember.
So I just get bonus dice. So actually, this is like Cantarius, like dark mode. Like this is like
exactly.
This is like his final boss form.
Cantarius, as a note in your gear there in your weapons, I did put in Sorcerer's Fire as that's its default, and then you would increase it from there.
Ammo type. You didn't put in the infinity symbol for ammo type.
Is that on a keyboard?
No, it isn't. So understandable. I'll go find it.
When you get injured, you roll for steel, right? So he'd have to roll steel if he does damage, right? I keep forgetting that.
Is that the same thing in range?
I don't know how that works because
people
the time is a little more extra.
People who take wounds have to make steel tests.
Right, but so if you hesitate for a beat and a round in range and cover is 400 beats, then does that matter?
It does. It does matter. Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Dang.
Because I think once again, if you add that, you kind of put a time limit on it in the way that makes it.
It does work slightly differently, but you do it matters. Steel test.
Oh, it does work differently. You don't just not script something.
Joven.
I don't remember.
I
have it written down here, but
okay.
So,
real quick, I'm checking.
You gotta be broken.
As a note, I don't think it mattered for this because you both had the same. You do get some extra dice based on your weapon.
Okay.
I think you would have gotten one extra die. Actually, go ahead and roll it. You would have gotten 1 extra die there for your Sorcerer's Fire weapon. So just go ahead and roll.
Hold?
Yeah. No. For just any maneuver. Missiles missile weapons give advantage dice to maneuver tests based on range. More dice at extreme range, fewer at optimal range. You get an extra 1 die.
I got 2 6s. That's what I got for that roll.
Oh yeah! Holy crap!
So
you get 2 extra actions. You get to hit twice, Connor, with your magic, and Theo gets to pray.
Yeah,
dude, what? Okay, we're stacked over here, bro. We're stacked.
In theory,
Joven should not have dove in. Now he broke in.
Real quick. I do actually have, because Joven would have gotten the same die because he has the same weapon as you. He's Sorcerer's Fire. I will roll one die for him just to see if he gets any more successes. Nope. You're good.
Wow. Dude,
I'm ready for Joven to die like the pathetic NPC he is.
Okay,
like all of my NPCs.
Let me. Okay. So I'm rolling intellectual discipline. It's +3. Now this just decides actions. This doesn't decide any extra dice, right? These maneuvers. We're spending these
the extra
successes
dice
on actions, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You can spend them to get like aim dice or whatever, but I assume getting another attack is more useful to you than.
I think so.
Yeah.
As long as Theo agrees.
Yeah.
So then I'm getting +3 to the dark magic voodoo fog, and then I think that's it. I don't think. I mean, unless I want to spend Artha in on this, which I don't think I do quite yet, because I think Dovin, I broke in, and we're going to move on to Faustus. Base Ob, do you want to? Base Ob is just 2, right?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to double check on that.
Cantarius that spoke in.
Yeah.
And that's what I have spoken.
You're doing intellectual discipline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this +1 ob to shoot for darkness matters then.
No, it doesn't. Right? No, we already decided that doesn't. The darkness doesn't matter for me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. To be fair, that probably wouldn't even matter even if I didn't have Celestial Sight.
Mm-hmm. I think
this battlefield was made for Cantarius.
Yeah, I will give him
his darkest life right now.
I'll give him +1 more ob because of I did describe like the stands and stuff being obstacle, like he can take cover and stuff behind things, so it's just ob 3.
But does that? Okay, obviously this is a great roll for me anyway.
It's a pretty abstracted.
How does that
matter? Basically,
so I'm using intellectual discipline. Like I could do that through a wall, even if I couldn't see.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, never mind then. That doesn't
like
matter.
It's not a blast of fire.
Yeah, you're right. This
is crazy. I don't know.
This is one of the reasons I did.
This is this game. Look at this.
What?
How is that even possible?
Oh no!
Well, do you have a call on for anything?
I think I do actually. Let me go look.
That's nonsense.
Hey, you got the crazy. 2. You got.
I did get the 2. So that's the question. Is like if I am not spending any fate on,
you just won't do very much damage.
Yeah, you'll just do the default.
So the magic starts out pretty bad. It has like really good versus armor, but otherwise it's pretty bad. And you use successes to make it better.
You would roll the die of fate, and it would be a 3, 6, or 9.
Holy!
I'm supposed to get +1 to the intellectual skill. I forgot about that.
I don't think Affinity Demons give you +1 on that.
He's not demon possessed.
Be sure your sin will find you out.
Yeah, but like doing intellectual discipline against him here doesn't really matter that he's demon possessed.
Represents that the character loves so much he excels at it. Players may choose one skill for which their character has an affinity. The trait gives the character +1 die to the skill intellectual discipline.
Yeah, I don't think it counts here. Him being demon possessed does not matter at all for this roll. It affects nothing.
But when would it affect it then? Because I have affinity.
When you're exercising demons with intellectual discipline, that was the main reason you had that. But you're interacting with them with you're just killing the guy. That's all you're doing. You're just killing the guy.
Well, yeah, but we used that before in the last battle with like it 3 seasons ago when we fought that demon. I used that one.
Yeah, when you were actually fighting a demon.
Yeah, but his point is that you're just killing a person.
You're just killing the person.
A demon doesn't change it. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
If you are specifically targeting the demon he's bound to, that's a different thing.
You're smushing his brain, and his brain isn't any less or more smushable because he's a demon possessed, I guess is the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. If you were doing something to the demon, then that would be different.
Do you want to spend a fate?
I definitely do, but I'm just trying to look to see if I have anything else I can. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I could do the order determination thing, but I don't want to use that quite yet. This is crazy. I can't believe I had so many dice.
Yeah, that's maybe the worst roll I've ever seen.
I think it literally was the worst roll I've ever seen. Yeah. So I'm just re-rolling 1 failed die. So there you go. I got 1 success over. So that's it. So we got a 3.
So you can spend said success.
To increase the damage, right?
You
can either increase its power, or you can, which will make it do more damage, or you can increase the roll on the the die of fate that you use to decide where you get how good your hit is. So you're either doing a mark, which is the bad one, which is half of your power. You get a mark, which is your power, or you get a superb, which is your power like 1.5 times your power. And so you can either increase the power, and so that no matter what you get, you're doing a little more damage, or you can increase the roll, so you're more likely to get the better multiplier.
If you increase the power, it'll change it to 4, 7, and 10 as the possibilities.
And then the other option is to increase VA, but I don't think he has armor.
He doesn't have armor, yeah.
So my informed opinion now is that I should increase the power.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
agreed.
makes sense to me.
Okay.
It's basically like increasing power is a bit of a gamble. If you roll well, you'll do more. And then increasing the roll is safer, but less effective.
Yeah.
Or less, it's more consistent, but shorter ceiling.
Go ahead and spend the die of fate.
The higher values are good.
Just
Yes.
roll a die of fate.
You want a 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah, there's a little spot right below injury and recovery right there that you can click that.
You want to make me do the roll, don't you?
Yep.
4.
Right, 4.
So that's good.
So
right?
it's a B7.
Middle of the road.
B7, which for me is a serious wound. What's it for him?
For him,
He's an old man, so it's probably like
I was gonna say he's an old man. I feel like
also a serious wound. Yeah,
Okay, all right,
he
so
goes
that's
down.
huge. Oh my
Nice.
goodness! What?
Yeah.
What was your die fate roll? Oh yeah, okay, you got
4.
a mark. All right, cool.
He has 3 in all of his stats.
Okay, so now I just see this as like a Gandalf versus Saruman old man fight.
Hey, that's definitely what it is, right?
Saruman the Stinky.
That's right.
I'd like to think that this is what we see. Cantarius, you are so powered up by this. Oh, wait a second. Did I give him the extra 3 dice for? Oh no, he doesn't have.
it's
He
more
was
like
doing speed. Never mind.
in terms of the theology of it, it's like no matter how many dice demon magic does, it's still not that great. But your fate is still determined because he's still a weakling and you still beat him. It's like, well, it's more like you just got lucky because he's pathetic, not necessarily that you're OP or anything.
I literally think it's the we see Cantarius in full dark form right now, right? Like Joven is slowly coming towards you, trying to use his own magic. Like he's fire is starting to form in his hands, and he seems super serious about it. And Cantarius, you take one look at him and like raise your hand like a puppet master, and his head just pops, and he's like it doesn't like just pop like explode, but like it crumples, and he just like falls over like broken. And then you like turn your eyes to the shades, I assume.
Yeah. So 1 down, and then I can do 1 more action against them, right? So
Exactly.
same thing. And then you can pray if after that. Or what would you be praying for, Theo?
I said at the beginning, I wanted like some sort of information. Like I said the future, but I don't know how much information you can give me. I wanted to roll a difficult test, basically.
Okay.
But like it's some sort of advantage to our tactics. In some form.
You could do that first then, and then I might receive a benefit from that, is kind of what I was thinking.
Kind of like where are the keys? What is he planning on doing? Do we lose and we have to like somehow do something different? I don't know. I don't know how much information. Just something that's like looking into the future and giving some sort of advantage.
Should I just roll my attack first then?
Yeah, let's do your attack first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You shooting the shades now?
3 dice for the dark magic.
Nice.
What? Sorry, that's all that is, right?
Mm-hmm. You do get affinity for demons on this one.
Oh, I do. Okay, there it is. Yeah. I'm not going to put Artha into it. That was the most ridiculous roll before. If I get that same,
but you get a 4. You'll get a 4 if you roll 4 dice.
And then the ob is what for
2.
this? 2
should be.
Okay.
Ooh,
I don't quit the game, guys. That's still well. Okay, so that was actually
actually wait a second.
Like
there might be
roll.
There might be another thing here because what is it? They charged you. I think you might get. Not that it matters. You're probably just gonna destroy them, but I think you get like even more. Yeah, you're putting 2 free shots.
Yep.
Oh, if you beat someone who's charging, right? Okay,
Yeah.
So,
but I think you're gonna obliterate them in one hit. So
David Gier, this is your guys' future. Charging Faustus.
You're right. Yeah. Fortunately, he won't get magic buffs for shooting a bow. He'll just have like 15 dice. That's all.
That's all. Yeah.
So with those 5 extra successes over your ob, I assume you want to pile in power?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't see why not, actually.
So
honestly, I don't even know what else I could do that would be actually helpful.
Yeah, so if you increase it by 5,
I just give it a super, right?
The lowest you can get is a B6.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and roll Die of Fate again.
And then Die of Fate.
Mhm.
So another 4.
Right. B11.
B11.
Yeah.
Is that applied to
that's
each
a mortal
one,
wound for
or
me,
is it like
it's a mortal wound for them too? Yeah.
Okay. I incinerate them.
Yeah, they just crumple.
Fire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very good.
Dove in. Now he broke in, and so are his shades. Next,
Adam, go ahead and.
Dude, I feel powerful. This is the only time I get to brag as Cantarius. I'm gonna be trash talking now to Faustus.
Go ahead and roll your prayer, Theo.
nice?
Nice. Yeah, and that's a difficult test.
Woohoo! I'm only 1 away from getting a 9 in faith, and
Okay,
I
so-
haven't get a few of those.
Nice.
So I think what do you want specifically to know? Like obviously future stuff, but do you want to know their tactics?
I want to be
and cover?
fair to you, but I'm just kind of like something that would give us an advantage of knowing what to do. Like looking into the future, like is he gonna like, oh, I've actually got all the keys right here, or is like, oh, they're actually not here, and like is he planning something against us that we would have to change our tactic, or
you see
is
two
he, like,
things. You see
he got
two
something
things.
in his back pocket and is like, oh. I don't know.
Yeah, you
Or
see two
something
things.
that would just make us like, oh, we have to remember that strategically.
Yeah. The demon inside of him, his demon Targoth, is going to be doing a bunch of crazy demon orc rituals to just like do a bunch of stuff in the atmosphere. One of them is going to be or the environment. One of them is going to be opening a giant rift in the ground so that Alfons falls in below the Colosseum, where he has people waiting to grab him and like cut the orb out of him. That's going to happen in a second here. Also, he's going to spread a bunch of green smoke everywhere. The same green smoke from season 1. Also, there's a giant dinosaur coming out of the door of the Colosseum on the side here, like it would happen in a gladiatorial match. And
so I just like look in and I see that, I'm like, oh no, and there's really no way I can tell him that, right? Because I'm like, we're like both in a fight, and we're
You can tell him that. You have
30
time.
yards away.
It's a range and cover.
There's a dinosaur. What? There's a dinosaur. What are you talking about?
No, I mean the rules for this say that you can say stuff.
Well, I just feel like there would be some sort of like hindrance because it's really loud and there's a lot of things going on, and I have to like get his attention and him to be like, oh yeah, I understand what you're saying. I feel like there would be
range and covers lasts like each volley lasts long enough. I don't think there's an issue getting information to Cantarius.
Okay, I think he like sees that. I think he says, like, Alfons, get out of the arena. That's all I can really say.
Shout over
just like, you need to get out of the arena now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I think
so you're saying Targoth is going to emit green gas, or he is now?
He's going to.
Okay,
he's going to open a rift in the earth first, though.
And then what? Wait. Okay.
So he's just seeing his tactics. He's like using demon magic stuff.
The dragon thing was the third thing. What was the second thing?
Second was green smoke.
In the rift.
Oh, what was the first thing then?
Rift, green smoke, dinosaur.
Okay. Yeah. What was the fourth thing, Gil?
So right after you explain this, like you shout across there, Alfons, or to Alfons, and then you like explain this to Cantarius. You're like, watch out, here's what's coming. Then like the door opens on the Colosseum side, and a giant like T-Rex looking dinosaur thing pops out. And Theo, like, you fought dinosaurs in the arena before. This is like a thing that has happened. The jungles of Nuamhati have them where you come from originally. You're familiar with this. This is like the biggest, scariest looking one you've ever seen. It's obviously powered with like demon magic. It has like armor on.
I'm thinking of that scene in The Force Unleashed 2 when that huge like thing comes into the arena and he's like, what is that thing? He's like, I don't know, but it's big. And then he has to like fight it, and then he breaks the arena. You guys remember that? And
I remember.
You remember that? I love that scene. That was so good.
Okay, so just a heads up then. So, well, I guess let's resolve
Now we
Theo
jump
and-
over the others.
or Dellon and Alfons. So is the dinosaur out right now then?
I think basically after that volley, he broke out.
So is it after
I see it
Dellon
right
and
before it
Alfons
happens,
volley
basically.
then? Because
It'll be after
That
Dellon and
happens at
Alfons
the
do
same
their
time.
Sorry, I missed something. There's a dinosaur.
There's a dinosaur, yeah.
so after your volley, this dinosaur is going to come out of
Okay.
the side there. It's a demon.
I
power.
told Alfons he
So
needs
don't
to
worry,
get out of
don't
the
worry.
ring
Theo
first.
and I got it, and I'll just kill it with.
Okay, great.
All I have to do is succeed
Yeah,
on an obstacle
Persuade
too.
the dinosaur.
We're just gonna
to
run and
somewhere.
jump on top of it.
I can't hear anything anyone's saying.
Dude, what if Theo just did that? He just, Cantarius is good. He's got this covered. He just does his intellectual discipline or whatever. I'm gonna jump on the dinosaur.
We're gonna do a Merry and Pippin scene with.
Yeah.
I'll be Legolas, and I'm gonna just implode its head, and then you're gonna be on top of it, stabbing it, and just fall over. And
Yeah. So Dellon, Alphonse, do you guys want me to do the maneuvers for the innocent people, the people in the arena first, to see what they're doing before we do you and Faustus?
The
Sure.
innocent people.
The
There
people
are
who
no
are being
innocents,
executed.
Sure.
they're all demons too.
Mhm.
Get them all.
All right, I'll do that.
Sorcerer's fire? No. Sorcerer's nuke.
Okay, so Averio and the Holy Knights, as soon as they see like this is happening, Averio and the Holy Knights are going to take a chance to like fall back, and get out of here as quickly as possible. Shades are chasing them though, which is going to make this difficult. So they're going to try to fall back, which tests tactics. Oh, does Averio have tactics? Maybe he doesn't do this. He does not have tactics. All right. We'll have him just retreat instead. Retreat tests steel. +1 die. Plus
Hopefully the shades don't
advantage.
have any ranged attacks.
Yeah. He'll get 1, 2. Yeah, he'll get another 2 help from one of the other Holy Knights. Here is his roll. Holy Knight's got 5, and then we'll have the shades try to charge. And they just do steal, get help from one of his friends. Their ob is 5.
So everybody's just charging.
Ooh, they got one over. And I guess Averio will spend a fate. Just to roll 1 die. Nope. So they fail their retreat. And they succeed on their charge. The shades do. Closes so that the shades close 1 range. These ones are after. They're not there yet.
Did you roll for all
retreat.
3 of them together, or like all 3?
Yeah,
of them?
these are a group together right here.
No, I meant like, did you roll
All the
6
shades are
for
together, too.
all-
Yeah.
No, but like these.
No.
These guys over here too.
Nope. So this group is going after the Holy Knights. This group is going after the priests. This group is going after Dellon and Alphons.
Oh, I see. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah. All right. Failed retreat.
No, Christian Bale.
The retreat is successful. Your opponent gets 1 free shot before you move out.
Why do we follow Bobby?
If the retreat is failed, your opponents get 2 free shots plus whatever he spends on his margin of success. The lucky thing here is that technically the shades do not have ranged weapons. They're trying to close in with their claws or whatever. So they no real free shots. They do hesitate in the next volley though. This is going to be bad for them. So they move. They are running, right? They probably fail their they run screaming, basically is what they're like. They try to fall back in like an orderly retreat, but they end up just like panicking and running towards like the exit as they can get to it. The exit is kind of like blocked. Like I think the gate is closed here. But they're trying, they're running, they're probably maybe going to climb or something. They're going to figure out something to do.
How did the gate get closed if that's where we came in from?
It closed after we got in.
You came from the top. And then you jump down. This is the gate. Like, they're in the arena. This gate is closed because gladiators are not supposed to get out.
That makes sense. Yeah.
The shades. So basically what happened is the shades are one step closer than they were to them, but they're still chasing them. Next volley, the Holy Knights in Averio are going to hesitate and not do anything. And they're going to get a free charge to like close in.
So because they're not in like close range, they reduce the range, but they're not in melee range yet.
They're not in melee yet. They don't have ranged weapons, so they don't get free shots. They're just trying to charge. Yep. Okay. Same for the priests. The priests are going to try to run. They're going to be even less successful as this. Even less successful than Averio was. Oh, Denzia has a good seal. That's nice.
I'm going to jump on the dinosaur and then just, like that. And I think it was The Hobbit when Legolas shoots the troll and he's like using the troll to like knock stuff over. Yeah, I'm gonna like crash it into those shades.
Very good.
I want to know what skill he has to roll for that.
Agility or something, probably.
I don't know what test that is.
All right, we got a tie, which means Denzia will spend a fate. Try to get over. Hey, wow. Good job, Denzia. Yeah, so the priests. This is the priest who woke you up, Dellon, and like gave you a vision from the gods or whatever.
Yeah.
He used to be one of your handlers as Inquisitors, but he's since turned over another leaf.
Nice.
So they successfully do a retreat, which means withdraws one range category. A failed charge means your opponent gets 2 free shots, but he doesn't. They don't have ranged weapons either, so doesn't matter. They're chasing them, obviously, but they don't actually close like they want. So they're still at like out of range. These guys are at like extreme range. And now it's you guys. So these guys are running around. You guys are closing with intellectual discipline or spatial discipline, right? Dellon, Alfons?
I think that's the plan, yeah.
All right, Alfons, go ahead and make that roll, and then I'll roll for the shades and for Faustus against you.
So, can I fork in other magic to that if it makes sense, or no? Because we keep going back.
What are you arguing for?
Well, where is it? Continuous, because I mean, having more time always helps focus and
yes, especially with like having to push through the molasses of the weird,
all the timey-wimey stuff.
Yep.
And essential because that's just the buff discipline.
Sure. That's fine.
Oh, okay,
range and cover kind of abstracts this stuff.
My pool is bigger than I thought it was.
We're gonna need it probably.
Yeah. All right, what's the
you haven't rolled for Faustus yet, have you?
No. So just put it at 1. I'll just give Faustus the free successes and the shades the free successes.
Okay. All right. So.
And I don't have anything I can help with, right?
You can push.
You can
your magic.
You can help if you had a skill to help with. I just don't know if you have a.
Can he fork in his discipline?
I don't think potential makes
he's pushing the goop away that we're trying to go through.
Yeah, but it's like
all the timey-wimey goop.
I mean, physical actions is like a.
You should say that word again.
It does, but
goop.
Timey-wimey.
I guess you're true. Okay. I guess that's right. Hey, you have 9 disciplines wise, David. You can.
What?
You can help with that.
Oh, I thought you meant I had a 9 in it, and I'm like, there's no way I have a 9 in a wise. I see. Wise. Yeah, there's 9 disciplines, not 9 exponent. Okay. Can I help with the wise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Then yeah, I would have just suggested that. Hey, Alfons, that thing you have super high skill in, do it like this instead.
Oh. Thank you for the insight.
Yeah, I had a problem anytime.
Okay.
Gosh dang it. But yeah, you're setting the ob for them at this point, so
Yeah.
just put it at 1.
Okay.
See how many successes you get. I'll double check if there's any other important things here.
Yeah.
Nice. Disgusting. The best thing about this is I didn't know this before we picked it, but you said that when you close, you always move. So that means,
yeah.
I don't know if that's true for charge or not, but
well, no, I don't think it. So I think what's actually happening is if someone holds, you always move.
But I mean, he's going to hold, right?
He's not actually.
What? He's going to run away like a baby?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a loser.
You'll see. Let's see. The shades are charging you. So that's what they're rolling against this. They get 3 free successes to whatever they get.
That was the roll. I was thinking they got 0.
No. So there you go. They got 9 then because they get 3 free successes because you have +3 ob.
Okay.
So they tied with you, and you're no fate. So we'll deal with that once we figure it out there. And then for Faustus, Faustus is going to sneak away. That's his role here. He has a really good stealthy. And so his whole plan is to sneak around the Colosseum in the darkness.
Wait. They
Like
have
the
+1 ob
flames,
from the rain. And we don't because we're teleporting, right? I assume.
You know what? I'm gonna get rid of the stupid thing. Like it only helps you and not them. That's
fine.
I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna delete this.
The rain that you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna delete both factors. I just think it's less interesting. You guys have so many magic things. I was hoping that it would be like an actual challenge that would like make it harder. It's actually just making it way easier for you. This is dumb. I'm gonna just delete it.
Can we still say it's raining though?
Sure. Yeah, for funsies.
Just for atmosphere.
I just don't want to have to deal with that modifier every time and have it only hinder me. I'm trying to make this challenging.
It wouldn't only hinder you, but that's fine. I'm fine with that.
I'm just gonna delete.
Okay.
I'm tired of it. Okay. We're gonna have him.
I'm tired, Grandpa.
Yeah.
You keep digging.
Oh, you know what? No. Wait, I do want to keep it. I remember why I did this now.
I'm sure
it may.
Because sneaking actually doesn't get hindered by this. It's the only thing that doesn't. So he's Faustus will be great in all of this. That's why I did all of this.
They don't succeed then.
Yeah, the shades don't succeed. You're correct.
Okay.
I knew I did this for a reason. So you got one success over the shades. They don't have fate because they're just random mooks. So man, bummer though. They got a really good roll.
Yeah.
So they're trying to charge you. Then Faustus is going to do stealthy.
We get a free shot on them, right? Charger?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
I mean, I can't do anything. But...
Yeah, I think Alfons does though.
Yeah.
As it stands right now, you got one free action, or one action, one main default action over them, but we'll see how much Faustus gets. Because you need both of them.
Can I shoot him?
You can't yet, and I have to figure out what Faustus is rolling here. You have to beat both of them to get any extra actions. Because there's 2 teams maneuvering against you.
Yeah, but he's just running away. So why would that matter?
Because it's just the way it works. That you generate actions by how many successes you get over.
We always get to shoot when someone charges, right? So
you'll get you're right. You'll get 1 free shot against the
shades.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct.
Easy.
Okay, stealthy. I'm just trying to find the thing. Yeah, sneak out. That's what it is. There it is. Stealthy plus forks. He gets something from weapon range, doesn't he? Great bow has 2 dice in optimal. Okay, perfect. You actually got 1 more die. No, never mind. You're not using it. Yeah. You get 1 more die, Alfons. I just remembered. You get a die for your weapon.
For using magic.
Yeah. For what your weapon is. So go ahead and roll one more fate there for one die.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to
my
remember that.
computer's being slow.
All good.
Nice.
Hey, there you go. All right, so final successes. You got 10 there. Their the Shades Ob was 10. So you still have one over them. You got 2 over it. Sorry, they got a 9. Yeah, you got 2 over them.
Right.
All right, so 2 dice. What are his forks here? You better have forks for this. Oh, there you go. There's one. Less than I hoped. But
I mean, I can't imagine a super demon is like super great at, hiding and being a coward.
Sneak out.
But I mean, I guess they do a lot of like metaphorical hiding and
yeah.
stuff.
Does it get any extra? No.
And
then he gets the free successes against your magic. And
he gets penalties. Oh no, I assume the dark probably helps stealth. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't hinder him at all.
Good.
All right, cool. I think I have the rolls here. He's gonna spend some Artha. His ob then is 10. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
But then he gets three free successes on this. There you go. That's what he needed. So he is tying you now. He does not have the penalty. So he does tie with you. And you've already spent fate. So that's the result.
What happens when you tie?
Yeah, there's special things that happen when you tie. All right. One of you is doing a withdrawing maneuver. One of you is doing a closing maneuver. I think nothing happens.
Great.
In terms of like the actual distances involved. Like you both maneuver and you both move, right?
Okay.
Let's see. When tie. Where's the rules for tying? This abbreviated reference I made for myself isn't helping me. Here we go. When you tie, each player on each team may shoot or cast a spell at his opponent or take cover instead. If he opts to shoot, he may fire at his current range obstacle. If he takes cover, he raises his opponent's obstacle to shoot him by 1. A player holding may also take his free shot. Opponents of charging or retreating players may also take their free shots in addition to the tied shot. Yep. So you get a free shot against the Shades because they charged and failed. And that
means you get 2, right?
And then you get a shot against Faustus, actually, wait a second. What did I just read? Each player on each team
can all shoot each other.
Yeah, you can all do an action. So, or all
shot, yeah.
All take a shot at least. Or dive, cover. Yes. So you guys go ahead and choose what you would like to do there. Dellon, you can't take a shot and you can't pray because that would be, you'd have to generate an extra success over.
Yeah.
So probably the likely option is you take cover.
Yeah.
And then Alfons shoots.
Mean nothing, but
well, you get +2 ob to whatever their shooting is.
I thought it was +1.
Well, it's +1, and then there's also barricades that you're literally hiding behind.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So he'll probably only get like 9 extra successes instead of 10.
Yeah. So Dellon's taking cover. Alfons, you're shooting.
So I
assume.
I have 1 shot I can choose to do either between Shades or Faustus.
Well, the Shades failed the charge. I think you get 2 on them, don't they?
Is it 2?
I thought if you failed the charge, a charge always gets a shot, but then I thought
you might be
unless
right.
that was just because it might have just been because he could spend a success to shoot. which we can't do, right? Because
I think you might be right. Let me check.
Okay.
If the charges fail, your opponent gets 2 free shots plus whatever
Okay.
successes he spends on shooting. Yes,
Gross.
so you get 2 free shots against the shades, and then an extra 1 shot you get to make against the shades or Faustus.
So I get 3 shots.
Yeah, but
2 shots have to be the shades.
have to
One
be
of them can be
shades.
either. Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Or you can decide to take cover and not take any shots.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna shoot him.
Well, he gets the shots against the shades for free. He could choose to take cover instead of shooting at Faustus.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Just so you're clear on your options.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, probably.
Right. So I'm going to annihilate with sorcerous fire using the
Yep.
essential discipline.
Mm-hmm. Trying to just suck out the demon energy and just wither them away.
And I'll fork in continuous essential. Wait, no, it is continuous and spatial.
I have no clue how spatial can help you here. But yeah, continuous is probably fine.
I mean, it's space. I'm guiding it with the space.
Mm-hmm.
No. I honestly think continuous is kind of a stretch on this one too. You're just shooting them, and timing. You're not even like shooting them with like an actual ranged weapon. You're just sucking their life energy out. I think you get neither.
Oh, okay.
I don't think timey-wimey stuff helps you do this better.
I mean, it's more time. That's how we've ruled it in the past, but all right.
There's only so far I will let you do weird things.
It's okay. Yeah. We're just going back and forth on things we've.
I GM by vibe, Jared, and the vibes aren't lining up.
Yeah. I'm just saying, more time to focus and aim is always.
You don't need to aim. That's the issue. There's no aim involved here. You're just doing it.
If you succeeded the stealthy roll, you just wouldn't tell us that he was sneaking away.
I mean, you would see him disappear, and then you would know where it was, and then a shot would come out of nowhere, and yeah.
This is a fighting style, right?
No.
Attacking 3 times in 1 second is pretty intimidating, you'd think, right?
I don't think you get intimidation for free.
Have you guys seen Squid Games?
Mm-mm.
No.
Because the front man looks like a Korean version of the actor who was playing Faustus.
Oh, nice.
Gavin and I both thought that. We're like, he's like a Korean version of that same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I've seen that guy's face a bunch. I just haven't seen the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a note of forking and intimidation?
Yes, this is a no.
Okay. What's the ob?
Yes, that's a yes, or yes, that's a no.
Yeah, the ob is. Well, okay, so they did close. They charged. They did move. That's like kind of how it works. So you're at. I think you're at optimal range now for them. So yeah, 2.
The ob is 2.
Yep.
Oh, okay. 2. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just gonna do the other one right now too. Then we can figure out the gubbins.
I mean, I'm almost positive you just murder him immediately. I assume you're gonna put that into power.
Yeah.
Oh wow. The second one wasn't good.
That second one wasn't good.
Oh, I should have put this in here.
Let's see if the first one kills him first.
What's your perception? 5. Okay, 5. Wait, what's the difference between your perception and your power? 1. Okay. Just setting this. Okay, so your normal ones are 3, 5, 7.
That's for the first one. So it's at 8.
Okay. So then you're adding 6 to your power, which makes it go 5, 10, 15. Go ahead and roll a die fate. That's not how you do it, but it is a 1. So only a 5. I'll go ahead and grab Night Hunters. For them, it's a light wound, so they got hit, but are not done yet. So that second attack makes sense. This one you only got the 1 over. Are you gonna spend fate on that?
I'm gonna do fate on that one too.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
all right. So just 1 over, which means it's 3, 6, 9. So go ahead and roll another die fate. Okay, that was a 6. Very good. So that is a 9, which I think takes them out.
Nice.
9 is immortal. Yeah. They're done. Cool.
So since I just consumed their energy, do I get like extra swole?
Do you want to consume demon energy?
Do you want demon energy?
No, he does not.
I'm purifying it.
No, that's not. Yeah, you just destroyed.
What?
Right.
You ripped it away. They're dead, and now, do you want to take your shot against Faustus or take cover?
Is it?
Instead of
do you think it's worth it?
Instead of shade, they're the Slade. As in like SLAI.
All right.
Yeah, yes.
Actually, I do think it's worth
slain.
it. Because you're attacking an ob, not anything he has, which is a much better chance of hurting him than anything else. And it's
so you're
free.
saying is I should put 3 persona into this.
Probably. I mean, once we know your ob, but like, because I think we're out of range, so it'll be a little harder. But I don't know how quickly we're gonna close in, and you theoretically could do a decent amount of damage here, even without him being able to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And all you get for not attacking him is a +1 to your cover bonus, which is gonna blow past by a mile, anyways. Sure.
Yeah, just gonna attack.
What's the ob?
You're at extreme range for him. Well, do you know you successfully closed? No. You both moved. That's you both moved because you're at the exact same range. Yeah. He like tucked into the shadows of the Colosseum here.
I thought he failed the stealthy roll.
We tied.
You tied.
So we both moved.
You both moved.
Basically, nothing happened.
You are closer though. Yeah. You're like up here.
Yeah, we've moved. It's just that he also moved.
He also moved.
So,
yeah. So it's an ob 3 as a base.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's it for extreme range. That's bonkers.
You're doing essential discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then I don't think there's any other additional penalties, for rain or whatever.
Well, since it's extreme range, the spatial discipline comes into play.
Yeah, you make it closer so that you have optimal range. Well, that's spatial discipline, right? Yeah.
I want to say no.
He's using timey-wimey. I'm using spacey-wacy.
Space.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Gross.
Well, you add up your dice. I'm going to add up his.
Well, he doesn't get any.
Well, he's shooting also.
Oh.
Yeah, you both get a shot.
Who is he shooting at? Oh, it doesn't matter. We decided. Never mind.
Well, we'll
are you going to volunteer?
Well, do I have to decide before he rolls?
Let's flip a coin. Let's dive.
You do.
Unless David wants to face tank it.
I am not going to be useful in this combat at all, because everything that is useful we could do right now is you. So I'll take it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've got armor. I'll probably be okay.
Here's the question though. I'm curious about take cover, because it does seem cheap that you could be like, I take cover. Also, I'm volunteering myself up to be hit. Let me check that.
Also, are you able to help me with magic wise or discipline wise in this or no?
I don't think so. It's mainly for the maneuver.
What?
I don't think he can. I think it's mainly for the maneuver he can help you.
Okay.
Not your like shooting. Sorry, I'm trying to check where this is. Team. Yeah, here we go. Decide who will take hits before you decide who. No, before you decide who is shooting and who is ducking. That's what we needed to do. You had to decide this before you decided whether or not you're going to take cover or shoot. I
think David was going to volunteer.
Regardless. It does make sense that Dellon would volunteer, because of what he had previously said. So that makes sense to me. So Alfons, you're moving around with spatial discipline and whatnot. You know, you're making yourself not an easy target. So he takes a shot at Dellon instead. Let's see. We'll take the hit. Yep. Okay.
Hey,
I'll have him shoot. Yep.
How mad would you be if I
I'm sure I will be. No matter what you say, I'm sure.
Your antagonist. I have 2 deeds points. I haven't spent the
yeah. Hey, dude, do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do, buddy.
No. Ha! Oh, that sucked.
It really did.
What the heck? Like Connor level roll right there. Jeez.
And he gets 3 free successes. Oh yeah, actually, no, I don't think it would matter that much, but technically the shades would have gotten their successes, the free successes, because of you using magic. But I think you killed them anyway.
We did add those.
Did you? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, Faustus. We got so many forks. Yep.
So he gets 3 free things from my essential.
He will get 3 free successes on whatever he rolls here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're talking about my. Okay.
Or sorry. No, because he's not rolling against you. Your ob was actually 6. That's what's happening here.
Oh.
Because you're not actually versusing him. This is a. Yeah. So you need to get more successes to actually hit him.
Sorry.
No, that was my bad.
Nothing.
No fate.
It's not. I mean,
you might as well. You literally have like 40, dude.
Okay.
5. Well, you tried.
Jared, don't spend any of your potions.
No, you got to spend them all now. The game is almost over.
No, Jared, you get bonus points for ending the game with 100 potions.
Shut up. Yeah, I don't think he has any other this extra stuff. Yeah. All right, his ob is also 2. No, his ob is 3 because of the rain. That should be it. He got 13 successes on that shot there. He's shooting you. I guess his ob would have been 5. So he has 8 successes.
So he only gets this. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, I don't.
Probably not. We'll go ahead and take a look at, because he can like call shot and all that stuff.
I mean, he just gets the highest thing, right? Like it doesn't change anything.
Oh, extra successes he can add to the die of fate roll though.
Right. But that's what I mean. So he's just gonna get the best result, right?
You tell me where are like you're hiding behind cover. What part of you is exposed?
I mean, obviously torso would be ideal.
I'm not sure how your torso can be the part that's exposed if you're hiding behind cover. I think it's either your legs or your head.
I suppose, but it doesn't matter. He's just going to move it to my head anyways.
Yeah, it just depends on how many successes he has to spend to move it.
I mean, I guess I'll do leg then. That seems more ideal.
Sure. Yep.
I don't know.
He's doing
unless the armor is different for.
No, like you're leaned behind a barricade, but like it's not quite big enough to get your legs.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, he's probably just blowing through the barricade.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's
true. Yeah, running. Yeah.
Too.
Looking for my gear. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that's in here. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if there's any difference between. Yeah, no, it's all the same. Actually, it's better that he shoots me in the leg for me.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, so you are in he's shooting the legs. How does it take to change it? 2 successes to go from legs to head, or from head to legs. So he's gonna do that, I think. Well, actually, wait a second. How does this work? If that's the only thing exposed, here behind a wall. Okay, just automatically use the largest exposed location as the default target. Okay, yeah. So he can spend it.
Yeah, I feel like it would be kind of arbitrarily difficult to kill people if they could just be like, my head's behind the wall. You can't kill me. Yeah.
No. The location must be accessible or visible. No shooting legs through stone walls.
Sure.
I don't know. What are we?
This is
what
just cover, right? It's not like.
Yeah, it's like wooden barricade stuff. I think it makes sense that he can spend successes to go. Ahead.
Yeah, I think otherwise it would be difficult to people would just always pick whatever's convenient.
Yep.
Which I guess.
Okay, so he spends 2 of his 8 successes to change it to your head.
Okay.
And then he has 6 more successes to work with, in which case he can change the die of fate. Let's see, his obstacle is 5.
That's the only thing you can do with a bow, right?
One actually says doubling. The obstacle is 5. He has 6 more. Oh man.
You have a really good bow. Is it just?
He has a very good bow. Yeah.
I mean, if you have a very good bow, is that really, really beneficial? I assume
he's gonna get versus armor here and stuff.
Yeah, it'll make it harder for me to survive the shot.
Luckily for you, the obstacle was high enough that he is not able to get more than just a +1 on his die of fate. It's like if you have an extra success that you don't want to spend for anything else, you can get a +1 to your die of fate. If you have successes equal to the double the obstacle that you rolled, you get to add another +1. If you do triple the obstacle, you get to add another +1 to die of fate.
Oh, so it's way less effective than magic.
Yeah.
Because magic is +1 per success.
Yeah. I mean, magic's always better.
That's insane. Okay.
Okay, so he's going to roll the die of fate with a +1. Well, that didn't matter. Goodness gracious.
Wow, that's lucky.
Yeah, so it's only a B4. What is that for you?
Sus.
It's superficial. Okay.
Yeah, but obviously
you can roll armor, yeah.
Yeah. What's his VA?
2.
2. All right, well, that's not great. Trying to think if it's worth it to use Artha on this. Oh, okay. I guess I won't. Didn't ask me if I wanted to.
That's weird.
I mean, I guess I'll spend a fate and reroll 1.
Yeah, that's strange. I know you can.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. I wasn't sure if I was going to anyways. So. 1. Hey.
Nice.
Thank goodness. Right, I get shot in the head.
Yeah, so that getting full successes means that it just blocks it.
Yeah, I believe so. I did roll a 1, but I re-rolled it, so I don't know what that does for armor, like the damaging armor thing.
Yeah, with you have run-of-the-mill armor. Yeah,
probably.
Only 1 counts per roll. Yeah. Only 1 counts per roll, and I do think I'm pretty sure, even if you roll.
I imagine it's either if you reroll it doesn't count, or it counts regardless of whether or not you reroll. So if you rerolled and got a 1, it wouldn't count, obviously. But
whenever a die comes up a 1 on an armor test, that's fine. I think it's clear enough that it's it doesn't matter if you reroll it with a fate or
that makes sense.
Okay, so you got 1 damage on your helmet,
it's already
but you
hard
did
enough
not
to break armor as it is.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get that superficial wound, so you literally get an arrow in the helmet, but it
it flicks off my helmet.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Cool. That is that, and I think we did everything for the range and cover, so I think we can move on to the next volley. Giant dinosaur breaks out.
Great.
There it is.
Jeez.
We'll go back to Cantarius and Theo. I mean, you killed all your enemies. In theory, your thing still carries, like your next thing was close. You close then on the dinosaur.
Yes.
Close on
Yo,
Faustus.
Faustus.
I want to jump on the dinosaur.
Or that works.
I feel like my arena tactic would actually be pretty useful. I'm like,
Yeah, arena wise.
okay. Yeah, I want to.
We're in an arena.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, and I've also dealt with them before, but I want to jump on it. Can I break off from the volley and just let him do it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah. If you guys could just split into separate teams at this point, I'm fine with that. And just have Adam closes on the dinosaur and you close on Faustus, right, Connor? Does that make sense?
It's in the right direction, so
I think that makes sense.
Is that what Cantarius would do, or would you go after the dinosaur with Theo? I think it would be way cooler if Theo just handles on his own, but
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just trying to think if that would be a problem for any reason.
I'm picturing that the scene in the Two Towers where he's like, Aragorn! And he runs and jumps into the crowd. Like, I like Alfons! And I jump on the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Okay, so and Faustus is still up way over here. He has to be at extreme range now, yeah?
Who?
Faustus? Is it extreme range here?
To you, yeah, I think he is extreme range, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think
The problem is,
given the
we've
distance,
already
I think you're
set
out of
our
range.
Cards. Oh, okay.
I think you're out of range from Faustus.
Is he trying to escape?
He's trying to continue to maintain distance between you guys, so because he has a longer weapon than you. He can shoot you from a greater distance than you can shoot him, so he's just trying to maintain that distance to sneak around.
Okay, so my question is, we've already set up the cards.
Yep.
Can I initiate new cards?
Because I think there's a rule for that. Let me look it up.
Well, my thought is, if I am going to be approaching Faustus on my own, I think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how does he have a longer range weapon than I do?
Magic counts as a hunting bow, not a great bow for.
Probably because magic is otherwise massively more powerful.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they just have to be closer.
In terms of like our particular magic system, I don't think that quite makes sense.
It doesn't, but it's the only way to balance it. So
yeah.
I mean, it can also just be like the effective range, right? It presumably takes a lot longer to aim and fire a spell than it does to aim and fire an arrow. So maybe it's just easier to avoid magic at that range.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or something. It might also not travel as fast. Arrows go pretty fast, especially out of a really big bow.
Can I make like an aura reading roll to use Sorcerer's Fire at longer range? Can that be my move-in roll?
I mean, it's just an increased job, isn't it?
Okay, real quick. I found the rule here. Cantarius, if you want to drop a volley and change, a player may drop his third volley to change his second volley. So basically,
that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
you can change what you're doing right now and go after Faustus, do something different, right?
But then I hesitate
your third volley, you hesitate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not worth it. Then I just die. Yeah, so we had decided we were going to close in and then charge.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that Theo and Dellon would be closer than they were, so I figured we'd be coming into the rescue.
It still makes sense to close, because like even if you're going towards the dinosaur, you are also going towards Faustus. So like it makes sense to me to keep it as it is and not worry too much.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I suppose we could do it like that.
Because like you get a shot if you get a successes over on your close, and that matters only if Cantarius wants to take a shot at it.
So my close roll could count for closing in against anybody. So
typically we want to keep the engagements limited. I think you're currently you tell me right now, are you now engaging with Faustus as well, or are you focused on the dinosaur? If you're engaging in Faustus as well, then you will have to beat his successes on his maneuver test as well as the dinosaurs to get any free shots or whatever. So that's the sacrifice there.
What's a dinosaur doing? Because I can fight a dinosaur, maybe.
The dinosaur is planning on charging Theo in a second here.
Okay. All right, never mind. So say at least I can actually roll against the dinosaur. So
Right.
even if I'll die.
Actually, you know what? Maybe it is. Yeah. You know what? I think it is charging you. It would. They want to kill Alfons. That's the whole point of all of this.
Right.
The dinosaur's charging.
The reason
Theo's
I
going to
thought it was
intercept him, but
charging me was because he came out of the Colosseum down here where we are.
Yeah,
and we're up in the
we're up on
stands.
the
So that's why I assumed
Yep.
he was
No,
coming
you're right.
for us.
Yeah,
He
I'm
should
like
be.
above it. I would be like
should be.
ambushing this thing
Yep,
because
he should
I'd be coming from the top on.
that's 100% what's happening. Yeah.
So
So you just tell me who you want to engage, the dinosaur or both, or just Faustus, and then split off.
I think I want to
Theo.
stick with Theo.
Good tag team.
Stick with
I
Theo.
think me charging Faustus without Theo's help is going to be bad news.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to stick with Theo. I
right.
don't want to split the party.
Closing on the dinosaur then.
I even think that like us just going for Faustus probably is not going to work out. Like we have to like team up, so we have to help everybody else. Everybody go.
I mean, if the reason I suggested that was because if Cantarius uses Sorcerer's Fire on Faustus, he will probably kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, it's against a blank ob, and he gets, instead of a +3 ob, he gets a +3 bonus. So unlike Alfons, who's fighting uphill to do magic, he will crush him.
Right.
And again, it's a blank ob. It would be ob 3 if you did it right now, and you'd probably just melt his brain.
But that's if we succeeded in closing with speed versus his. What was his speed roll?
Well, he's been trying
stealthy.
to hide. Yeah, which he got a lot of dice. That's true. But my point is just that you, obviously you'll have to win to do that, but you can pick something that's easy for you to get. You'll just be rolling in extreme range anyways, probably. But that's just op 3, which is nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can do what you want. I'm just saying that that was why I had suggested it, because I have a feeling you could pretty easily. Kill him.
That's for sure Cantarius's goal too. I'm just afraid to engage him without Theo.
But you're willing to die though, like.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, is that whether or not he wants to kill you is totally outside of whether or not you try to kill him, right? Like your guys are rolling against base obs, so like you attacking him isn't give him a chance to attack you necessarily. Right, unless you're charging. He can choose to shoot at you, I suppose. But if he's also charging us, then he'd have to pick.
He did already choose charging, so
we chose charge in as the third one, and we chose close for the second one. So
we're on the second one now, so you're just closing currently.
Right. So I have to choose to close against Faustus, even though I'd technically be moving towards him anyway.
I don't know.
Yes, you have to. Basically, the range and cover is complicated, but the important thing is that you have to roll against both of their, and so that means you have to decide whether or not you are actually engaged. Are you maneuvering against Faustus too? Because that will change the dice.
All right, Theo. We should try and close in on both of them and see what happens, because we might get enough successes for me to be able to attack Faustus and you to be able to attack the dragon at the same time.
Not a dragon, it's a T-Rex.
You guys probably call them dragons, though.
So if we do that and we get how close will we be to the dinosaur in one close? Or what range are we at with the dinosaur right now?
Right now, the dinosaur is at extreme range, and you guys are at. I think you guys are at extreme range too. That makes sense. You'd be going to optimal if you succeed.
Optimal range for a ranged weapon, though, right? Not close range.
Optimal range
wants
for
to jump on
ranged.
the T-Rex, so it's going to take another beat for him to do that anyway. Is what I'm trying to say.
Sure, yeah.
So then I need So we should just be together in on that anyway.
That makes sense.
So okay, let's do it that way.
All right, real quick.
Okay, so in which case, I don't know why you're rolling a bunch of steel tests.
I'm rolling for the mooks and stuff. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost finished. Nope. Okay. So what happens is they're hesitating. Averio and them are hesitating, which means they got to close in to optimal range. One more, and they're too close, and they get to do like a bloody versus with them. These guys failed. I think they do move, if I remember correctly, but they're one closer, so they're also in optimal range. So next.
Did you put in the ob wrong for that second to last roll there, the last steel test roll? Because they succeeded on it, and then you rolled fate for them, and then
the first one was them, and the second one was the night hunter, the shades.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize it was.
So I was rolling for the priest. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay.
They both roll steel tests. One of them is retreating. Right. One of them is charging.
One's retreating. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the next volley, they will do bloody verses, and it will be a massacre because none of them have weapons. just a note.
So I think, Theo, it's going to be your speed because I think we both have 5 speed.
You're the same.
But you said you had something for, or no? I guess they're just the same. Do you want to roll it then, or do you want me to roll it? The speed close-in test.
I can roll for it.
Makes sense.
Wait, how much persona do you have?
2.
You only have 2 persona?
He's been spending it all in like
I have to spend persona to succeed my faith rolls, basically, because
okay, let me roll this speed test. I think I'm gonna put 3 persona into it because
he can help you, right?
Right.
Yes, so one of you can
so
help
I'd be rolling with 9 dice, I think. Which is at least somewhat comparable to his 11 dice. Oh my goodness. What's even the point?
How
do we
comparable? Like
close in on him?
Yeah. I set this up intentionally so that it would be
you
difficult.
don't have to though, right?
Well,
you need
if
to be
we
close
don't
enough.
Succeed against him.
Yeah, but what I mean is you can just
don't
pick
get
whatever
any
thing you're
successes.
best at, and like, okay, he'll be at extreme range, bummer. Like, who cares?
It's only +1 odd.
He won't get a shot though.
Yeah.
Is the point?
Yeah, I won't get a shot.
Unless you succeed. My point is you should pick whatever you have a best stat in.
But we already picked
Right.
close.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Speed.
He can't change
You
it.
can't change it now.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I guess you can. You can forfeit your third one and do this. But that's probably not a good idea.
But then what would we do? Charge?
Well, no,
And
you
then
would
he gets
forfeit
a
the
free shot
charge,
anyway.
and then you would change it to whatever you're good at.
Which
Whatever
would be
Hold
charge or
probably, or
hold, but hold doesn't allow us to actually be in range against Faustus.
But again, the range
his
doesn't
range is longer.
matter.
It does for magic.
Currently, he's out of range with Faustus.
Oh, I didn't even know there was an out of range band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I thought it was just extreme range.
No, he cannot shoot him at all.
Okay.
Which
never
is
mind.
why I was
missed that.
complaining about the limitations on magic, because I should be able to do that within the magic system itself. But
right. I got you. Yes, I misunderstood. I thought it was.
I think the idea here is that he's hidden. You don't even know where. Like he has obscure aura, and even if you're looking at auras, you just can't even get a hold on him.
Right, but in my head, I'm like, well, that's just a different role to then be able to do that, rather than I have to get closer.
Yeah, and technically the role that he did was a type. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So then we just have to roll speed. But now I'm like, should he roll first then?
I can roll for him first.
Okay.
I want to ask Dellon and Alfons what they're doing. Because mainly because you could change your action right now and go after the shades that are about to kill all of your friends. Otherwise, they're dead.
Well, we have clothes scripted anyways. We just changed the shades, right?
Yeah.
I mean, are we allowed to split?
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you guys making different teams. I think that the important thing here is that you are currently engaged with Faustus and no other group. And so you would have to change that at least. Yeah, I guess. You know what? I think you're right. Yeah, I don't think you have to forfeit as long as you're still closing, I think. Yeah, I mean, it asks you to script a bunch of stuff without the ability to know what you're going to have in front of you in 2 rounds, which is, I think, really silly. But I get this is a little bit more of a complicated range and cover than usual, too. So, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, and we're mixing melee and stuff. So, I guess what do you think, Jared? Should we attack the shades that are attacking the people, or do you want to split up?
Who are all the people that are at
So it's Averio. It's like the Dellon's Holy Knight friend, and Denzia, one of the priests who has been on your side.
We could split up. You could attack. These are two different groups of.
They are
guys,
two different
right?
groups. Yeah.
You could go to one, and I could go to the other.
The problem
Did
is
you
if we split, he's going to be able to focus me instead of you volunteering to take it.
Yep.
Right.
That's true.
That is true.
And I'll die.
I mean, you have armor too.
Are they both charging?
They're charging these guys, yeah.
Oh, so we don't get a free.
They're not charging against you.
Guys, let's put it like this. Who cares about the mooks? You know? Who is Christian Bale really to us?
But
Batman movies are over.
You know what? I think we do need to forfeit the action because otherwise you were moving into one direction and you having to literally completely pivot and go the other direction.
But we're teleporting.
We're doing the same movement. It's the same action. Why would we forfeit an action?
So here's what I'm pointing out. Otherwise, what needs to happen here is you are now engaged with these shades, which means you have to roll against their charge. Which means if they fail, you get a free shot. Which makes I feel like we need to have this mechanically represented by you having to forfeit your third. You're changing everything.
I agree, it makes no sense, but that's how it's designed. That's just.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think range and cover is designed to do this. That I'm thinking we can't just say, okay, you're closing against a different person. You're having to choose a different engagement entirely than you had before. And obviously, you're still doing the same action, but I feel like it pretty much is equivalent.
Well, I mean, there's rules for changing what you're scripting, but even that can't be right either, because then our third volley would still be I guess it would be forfeited, but
right.
That's like saying if we killed what's his face, then the rest of our actions we wouldn't be able to do.
And say this was our first action and we wanted to sacrifice our second action, our third action would still be scripted against someone different. So changing a target has to be a different function.
Yeah, I don't know what that is though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that any of these systems deal with targets at all, really.
Two teams fight in position against one another. Let's contend against each target. Yep, you can maneuver applies sexes according to the action rules. Man, there's no. I'm not seeing anything on what being engaged for range and cover. I think probably what it actually is you're considered engaged with everyone typically in a sense. And so we would just be like, okay, you're going after these guys now. You're going to close on these guys, which means we have to reconsider the range. So you guys are, I think, in optimal range with them.
I would assume it would just be whoever's rolling against whoever is like if we're rolling against them, then they're rolling against us.
Yeah,
and
I think that's fine. It doesn't seem like there's a rule for it. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it is a little strange, but I mean, I see what you're saying. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but what I guess I mean is that I think that's a issue with the mechanics, not the But
right,
so what fine.
So basically, you have to roll versus. Well, I guess up to you who you want to take. This is 8 successes. This is 7 successes on their charge.
Well, I should take the lower one because I'm going to be rolling. I actually can't succeed that. What are they rolling?
They're rolling steel. They're charging. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's what's their steel? They got 8 successes.
7, and they got 2. They actually got really lucky on that roll.
What is the advantage?
6s. From other demons helping them with their steel.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just one demon, but
they rolled like 12 6s. Okay.
They got it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't succeed.
So then, what you could do if you're like, I can't succeed on that, you could change your action to a charge, and then you get to use your steel.
Well, I think I'd have to get almost every single one.
Yeah, just point it out. You have a steel call-on? No, never. I think you're the only one who doesn't.
No, I help other people with steel though. I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll fail anyways, but I'll try it. So remind me, you said if you close, you automatically move in, right? Is that the case? You always move when you close?
I don't think that's the case.
I thought you just said that earlier, that you always move even if you fail.
No. It's when you it's when someone holds, whoever is going against them always moves. And last time
Okay.
another guy
I
was
see.
closing.
It's because they were holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here's the question: are you guys splitting your team then and going against the different ones?
I mean, I don't think we should. Alfons is following him. Alfons isn't splitting. He's putting the mission first.
All right. Well, let's put it like this: you're teleporting us, so we go wherever you want us to go. You decide who we're targeting. Obviously, Dellon's like, "Oh, we got to help our buddies," but if you take us towards
that makes
Faustus,
sense.
that's fine.
I don't think they're. I think they're your buddies.
Well, sure. Yeah, that's true. But anyways, I guess my point is we can just avoid this whole issue if you just take us towards Faustus, because you're teleporting us. So,
Caleb, I pray to God. Hey God, should I go after the big demon lord?
You
or
know the answer to this question, Jared.
Do I?
Yes.
Well, Jared might. Okay, well, granted, Jared would probably attack the demon guy.
I know you would.
To be fair, if you kill him, the shades might run away or dissipate or something. There is a point to that.
You can make whatever choice you like. If you do not attack these shades, they will kill these people. It's well,
actually, I don't know.
They could roll bad.
No, well, so keep this in mind. These shades cannot be killed by normal weapons. They have to be killed by magic. And so even if they do fight successfully with their bare fists, they will not kill the shades.
No, but they might not die.
Yeah, we'll give them, 3? You have to do 3 volleys of brawling by themselves. The priests are dead for sure.
Sure. I guess what I mean is it might give us time to kill Faustus. But yeah, obviously Dellon wants to turn around and fight and kill the shades. But if Alfons doesn't, then that's fine. And I think that might be...
I'll make it slightly easier for you guys. I think maybe at this point they've converged into one team and the shades have converged into one team. They're just 2 masses. So if you would like to go against them, you can go against all of them.
Okay.
And so we'll just say it's that 8 successes.
Then we can stick together, yeah. All right, well, that's what Dellon says. Like, we have to go back and help them.
Fine.
But, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, he goes and helps the shade. Helps the priests.
Helps the shades. Just cuts down the priests.
Oh no!
Hard decision. Okay, you forced my hand. We gotta. Get rid of this baggage.
They're Catholic priests.
They're not. They're priests of the Holy Church of Ceran, which you have just successfully reformed.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so you're closing.
We haven't gone through and gotten rid of all the bad priests. We don't know.
These are good priests. We'll say that right now. These are good. These are the good ones.
Okay.
So you're closing with intellectual or spatial discipline, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. That makes your ob 11 then.
Oh,
11.
With,
right. Yeah.
With the extra magic penalty. Yeah.
Oh,
hey, you got dice.
That's not good.
Oh, crap.
I do think this is the right answer for the characters.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and also I think this is something we should have decided before the roll happened. So I was trying not to take the fact that I would automatically fail the roll into account.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what I need to do too?
Disclose.
You also need to. Might as well spend fate on it. You also need. I need to roll for the dinosaur. Because he's also going against you.
You said 11, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll spend a fate.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
That's another interesting point to make. Like, what if, I don't know, maybe let's not talk about it. We don't need to complicate this.
Yeah. The looks like the dinosaur failed his charge against you. You did succeed against the dinosaur. In which case, man, it's a complicated set of interactions here.
We get a free shot against the dinosaurs, and that's it, right? Pretty much. You
get a free shot against the dinosaur. Yeah, they were charging and didn't quite reach them. This because of the same volley. You closed. Yeah, so I guess you
close, right?
You're maybe it's just I think in this case we'll just say the spatial discipline fizzles. It's the molasses gets a hold of you, right? And you aren't able to move like you wanted to. You maybe move a little bit, but not close enough to actually change the range on it. So you're still optimal range for ranged weapons. And you didn't even get a success over them, so you can't do Actually, wait, you do have a success against No, yeah, the way it works is you only get the free shot against the dinosaur. So
right, yeah, we don't get to spend successes on any shots, but we have the free one.
Yep, you get the free one against the
actually, he failed the charge. So it's 2, right?
Yes, two against the dinosaur. And then Theo, let's have you guys make your close roll. Did you already make that? Did you make your speed test? I don't think you did. Go ahead and do that now.
No, I was waiting. Sorry.
Do that now against Ob 7.
Wait, was it me that was making? I thought it was him because he said he had more persona.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Connor?
He was going to spend 9 or something.
You can't spend 9, but...
Or he said, or not spend 9. He was going to roll 9 with his, 3 persona?
Yeah, you're going to add 3 persona, and then you get a dice from Theo. That's what it was.
But I wanted to see what's his face rolled first.
Oh, with Faustus? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because
you're engaged against Faustus.
Oh my gosh. It's worth it to even try.
Yeah. There's so many complicated engagements happening right now. Okay, I'll roll for him then. So he's continuing to do his stealthiness.
Okay.
Also, real quick, something came up. I have to go to the bank, and they close at 12, so I have to go at 11:30.
Okay.
I also have to get off right at 11:30, so that works.
All right. We'll just try to wrap this volley up as quickly as possible, and then get off.
We can always do Artha and chat.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you know what? He scripted where is he? He scripted a hold this time. I forgot about that. So test perception. Yep, none of you are doing that. Okay, yeah. So he's doing his perception. He does get advantage. He gets some advantage dice from Targoth, but that's about it. All right. So I'll just go ahead and roll. He only got a 6, but I'll spend 2 fate. Or sorry, I guess 1 fate. Your final lot is 8 then. 7 against the dinosaur.
So 7 against a dinosaur, 8 against.
Yeah, you need to get at least 9 successes to actually succeed and get your actual action.
So the dinosaur's roll kind of doesn't matter at that point?
It does. If you get above the dinosaur, you will get 2 free shots on the dinosaur from range.
And if we fail against Faustus, nothing happens because he's holding? Or he gets a free shot against us?
He's not holding, he's hiding, right?
No, he said he was holding. No.
Oh, he did? Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I scripted a hold, yeah.
Yeah, so if you fail against him and you're doing a close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you fail against him, you'll get closer to him because he's holding, but he'll get a free shot on you.
Yep.
Well, he will get that anyways, but you won't get to do anything to him. You'll just get a little closer because he's holding.
Okay, so dang. A 9. I feel I can't decide if it's even worth trying. Because it's going to be 6 speed combined between Theo and I.
Well,
9 to 9 would be
very difficult.
2% chance.
Are you trying to decide whether or not you wanted to target Faustus?
What are you on? He wants to spend persona.
Sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you can.
Because I have to choose to engage with Faustus in order to get closer to him, even if I was only trying to get closer to the dinosaur.
Yep.
Sure. Right. Yeah. You have to use the same action.
She's trying to decide whether or not he wants to spend his persona to attempt to succeed on a very long shot.
Sure.
Or just let it fail.
You have a call.
Does it matter if I fail worse?
If you fail against the dinosaur will get closer. Well, I guess the dinosaur will get closer to you no matter what. Not a whole lot happens on a fail against the dinosaur. You will get a fail against Faustus though. He gets actions.
Worse.
Yes, that actually is bad.
Actions.
Yeah.
So which pace might as well just spend it anyway then. So that sucks.
I think I would.
Spending the speed into persona into speed, which is interesting, I guess. And then okay.
Good luck. I swear if you get this.
I don't even know what
This would be a time for order of determination. You and Theo are both trying to accomplish the same thing.
True.
And the session's almost over, and you need it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely do it. You can also spend fate. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed dice.
How does that work with call-ons? I always forget. Do you have to do it in a particular order?
I don't think it matters. Yeah.
Okay,
so
we
you
just
could re-roll and then spend fate on them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No matter what, if something hits a 6, it will re-roll. As long as you spend fate at some point in the process.
You said 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6 dice.
Yep.
Okay, remaining up is 6.
You gotta get all of these to tie.
I know.
But you could get.
Whoa! So you have to spend a fate to make that happen. He did it on fate and it re-rolled some 6s. But
no, that's fine. Well, I mean, I'll spend 2 fate on it.
Spend 2 fate. Yeah, you should.
Because that'd be
another 3
you got
dice.
10 successes.
Another 3 dice.
Another 3 dice.
Yep.
Hey, nice.
1.
Doing work. Now you can shoot him. Wait, I think. Yeah, you can shoot him. Sick.
So you got 11 successes against his 8.
Yep.
Nice.
And
so that's 3. So we can use an extra success, and I
you
could
close
also
into
aim.
Yeah.
You're closer to the dinosaur,
and you're within extreme range of Faustus now, right?
And you're in extreme range of Faustus. Yep.
Heck yeah.
So can I take extra actions on a close?
Yeah.
With extra successes?
Yeah, you got
but can I shoot twice is what I'm trying to say.
You get 2 free shots on the dinosaur, and then Faustus gets a shot on you because he's holding. And then you get a shot to spend successes, which you can use to shoot Faustus.
But only one.
Only one.
Only one.
You could spend another success to aim. There's also an option you can take that lets
Adam
you
could pray again. Theo could pray again.
That, yep. Or you can take position, which gives you +1 die to your next positioning test. So that's nice. Basically, you can help yourself for the next one. Or you
attacking the dinosaur?
One.
I am not attacking the dinosaur. I'm attacking Faustus for sure.
Well, you get 2 free attacks on the dinosaur.
Because you failed the charge.
Yeah, you get 2 free shots on the dinosaur.
So I get 2 free shots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he failed the charge. Yep.
Or your team does.
Theo, did you want to do something instead? Because we get 2 free shots as a unit.
Well,
so
2 free shots. Theo doesn't get a shot. I guess what could happen is you could spend your action first to do the throwing trident thing, and then take one of those shots against the dinosaur. I like that better than Cantarius just killing the dinosaur, but
that's true.
Up to you, Theo. I know you wanted to get another difficult test anyway. So I guess it's not difficult. If you wanted to just make your trident come back to you temporarily.
Oh, actually, I just upgraded my speed.
Nice. If you wanted to make your trident come back to you temporarily, it will be a minor miracle. But you will not be good with throwing it. If you want to be good with throwing it, you need to make a major miracle. You're muted, by the way.
I could split them up, maybe. But I do want to get that. I mean, it would make the next one easier if I succeed in this roll. Because if I get a difficult test, then I will upgrade my faith.
Yeah, you can do it that way. Yeah, sure.
So
worth trying. Yeah, it's an op 8 altogether with the penalty.
If I fail, do I want to spend my deeds point?
You could.
On the dinosaur?
No, to make his trident.
I'm trying. I got to spend the deed point either way, but I need to get a difficult test to get 1 more dice to my next faith roll. So I would upgrade my faith to 9.
Are you trying to throw your trident?
I'm going to pray that my trident actually has loyalty and it comes back to me.
You know what?
Wait, hold on.
He's enchanting a spear so that he can throw it.
Adam, we can do it this way.
Can't you just throw it first?
Well, we can do it this way. The issue is it didn't know how to throw. So I'll give you this. If you want to make this effect very temporary and have the whole thing, like you can throw it with trident and it uses your trident skill, you can do that for a minor miracle. It just will not last that long. Like probably like as you can do it until you kill the dinosaur. I think is the stipulation, right?
So
and then you have to make another faith test to do it permanently or whatever.
Oh, the spells usually go by like contest or adventure and stuff. Could he do it for like the battle?
He could do it for the range and cover. Sure.
Yeah. Because they usually do it like by test, contest, or like adventure or whatever. I think that's the like difficulty segments for spells, if I remember right.
Yeah, I'm fine with being just the range and cover.
Like a contest, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what's going on?
I think
Theo's going to try and pray to enchant his trident to let him throw it. And
I just need one more difficult. That's all I care about. I don't.
The issue is you have to succeed at the difficult.
I know. Right. That's why it's difficult.
You only have 2 persona left, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you gonna spend both of them?
I gotta spend just one. I can't spend both. That'd be 2. Oops.
Faustus instantly shoots you as soon as he realizes you don't have a persona.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's got no more. I can't spend a deeds afterwards, can I?
You can.
Okay, it's okay. What is it? 11 then?
No, it's ob 8 total.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, I want to see the result. Come on. Yes.
Nice. All right, cool. So this means that the 2 free shots can be Adam, Theo throwing the thing.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah. Well, we are literally 5 minutes away from like having to end here.
Hey Caleb.
Yeah.
Are we past a tiny little retcon?
What retcon?
I have a call on for my teleporties.
Oh, I mean, we really haven't like resolved any of this yet. So yeah, sure, you could use your call on.
Woo!
Yeah, technically we still have 2 free shots on this dinosaur to make.
Okay.
Or not, maybe not the dinosaur. Somebody.
Yeah.
I think the dinosaur.
I think it was the dinosaur. Yeah, but maybe we won't need him.
Let's see. The question is, how many dice do you actually reroll here? You made one of them 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like 6.
5. Yeah, it's 5 altogether because one of them was rerolled into a. Yeah. Well, 2 of those. Well, okay. We'll say the last 2.
6.
It is 6. You're
6.
right. Yep, it's 6.
Okay.
And you need what? How many more successes? 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 dice versus 3.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, you actually got 1 over the
Nice.
Don't even need your call on
the shades, which means you are entered into 2 close.
But also means we beat them while they were charging, so you get 2 free shots on all of them too.
Also true. Yeah, that's true. You don't even need to fight them hand to hand. As you're closing, you can just shoot them with magic.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alfons is just a turret right now, spinning in circles.
I think what we should do here is do this. I'm going to write down real quick. Alfons shoots shades with magic for free twice.
Yeah.
Alfons shoots dinosaur with magic for free twice. Theo shoots dinosaur with trident for free twice. Cantarius gets
2 successes to spend.
Yeah,
right?
2 successes to spend against Faustus.
We're in a good spot here.
If they Dellon and Alfons close with the shades, if not killed.
Faustus also gets a shot for holding.
Faustus gets 1 shot for holding. You're
welcome.
All right, so I say we end here, and then we resolve all those next time.
we everything breaks into slow motion. And,
yep.
Yeah.
All the shots go off at once, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That's crazy.
Half of them, more than half of them coming from Alfons.
It's the Two Brothers episode of Attack on Titan. Everything is like, just like still, and we like search across the camera pans across the battlefield.
Back.
Also, Alfons is just draining people, so there's just like lines of stuff springing out from him everywhere. I assume that's how I imagined it.
Use trident for throwing. There you go. All right, cool. Notes for next time. I like the way this is going so far. I do think if I was going to do it again, I would have paid more attention to the power of magic and set up a couple of made sure I knew the rules enough and like knew the specific spots where I could be like, no, magic doesn't work as powerfully in this instance because X, and just to because you really did surprise me with how instantly you just murdered that one sorcerer.
Yeah, well, it's just because it's against like every other time we've done magic. I think it's been opposed. If I remember right.
Yeah,
there's been rolls, and this time it was just like, here's a 3. Can you beat that with 12 dice?
Yeah.
It's like,
and typically armor would matter. But he wasn't wearing armor.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Well, but actually, armor's really not that helpful against magic. It starts out with like a 2 VA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can increase it by 1 for 1 success. Like, yeah, it's rough. But magic. Running Wheel's meant to be a low magic game, I think, normally. So it's
I think so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Range and cover is actually one of the times where magic is most powerful because you get to do 20 actions of a spell in range and cover, which means there is no time limit. Like in a fight, terrible to use magic. Don't use magic, you're gonna die. Range and cover, like you're just war wizard destroying everything, right?
Which I guess makes sense that because also melee's useless in range and cover. So it's like it makes sense that they have a place where they're good.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we can do Artha off screen then, since you guys have that right now.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of everything. Yeah, we don't need to do a longer denouement. We're still in the middle of everything. So, real quick, I will ask on the chat too if you guys could message at some point today, and we could figure out what the next couple Saturdays are looking like. But other than that, I think we're good. All right, that's been Crow Inquisitors. Adios.
Okay.